I'm just gonna steal Deer's thing of going, wah, wah. Hi. I switched it up a little bit. We haven't used this outfit in a hot minute. Hi. Hello. 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 Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday evening. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. I have, I figured, shrinking my wings by accident. Nope, moving my wings by accident. God damn it, they're not pinned. There we go. Just shrink me a little bit, please. Hi. I figured considering the myth is kind of themed a little bit similar to how this outfit looks, I thought it would be kind of fitting to keep going with it today. Hello, everyone. Hi. Thank you for hanging out and coming by. Why am I saying hanging out like we've already been here for a hot minute? I had to explain to Deer and Serrani yesterday when we were hanging out on Serrani's stream while they were playing not Gotham Knights, Arkham Knight. I had to explain how as soon as I clock out of work, my brain cell also clocks out. So when I come home, I am head empty. So this is what you guys have. Why did you inform them? Why did you do this? You don't need to do this. Why are you like this? God damn it. I guess I'll explain the pin message, guys. Because I love you and they love you. You deserve nice things, bitch. Okay, Jesus, don't at me. Is the music too loud, by the way? It's just loud in my ears, but it looks like it's at a good volume for you guys, I want to say. Anyway, it is officially, basically, why are you... I see we're in this mood today. I see we're in this kind of mood today. Jeez. So, as you guys may have understood by the chat message here, one, I'm going to TwitchCon. I will be at TwitchCon for the entirety of the weekend. Two, it is officially basically 1 month, like 31 days away from my birthday, officially. And if it was not obvious or not, because I'm the whole, the witch thing, my birthday is Halloween. So, what Deer is suggesting, and if people are also going to TwitchCon, feel like it, if you guys really want to bring me something, that's perfectly fine. I'll take it home, because I will more than likely be at Deer's booth a lot if I am not running around doing other shit, which I don't really foresee myself doing other shit at TwitchCon, because after you kind of go through the same floor, you kind of run out of things to do really quick. It's just a lot of networking and hanging out with people. So I will more than likely just be helping Deer a lot out at their booth, which they are doing in Artist Alley. So if you want to meet me, if you want to meet Deer, if you want to meet Saranya, because Saranya will also be there, if you want to meet Senlit, they will probably be there too, helping. Yeah, you can find us out there. Yeah. I gotta manage who all is there. Need to get a birthday present, a wedding gift for you and Deer. Yes, Deer and I are also getting remarried, by the way. You know how we always joke about getting divorced and stuff like that? Deer the other day, because it is the last day of September, officially the last day of September. Deer made a goal for their chat. If they reach that goal, which they did within like 5 minutes, which was kind of crazy, that we would get undivorced, aka remarried, aka literally Deer and I are planning a stream, inviting some people and having like a little fake VTuber wedding. So I can't make divorce jokes anymore. We're gonna have to figure out something else to joke about. Now we're gonna come in droves just to see you, then bully you with dad jokes. If somebody comes up to me and has a nub and gives me like dad jokes, I will know it's you, One Arm. You kind of have the obvious go. We will have to get divorced first. Yes, we will have to finish It Takes Two. So we are going to have to plan out a day that we can just do that for the majority of the day. Marriage jokes. Keep in mind, Deer and I are getting fake married. We're lore married. Deer is happily actually married. And I am very much single. So, yeah. Peg Google Calendar. Honestly, I have been thinking of making a Google Calendar anyway. So, it's probably not a bad idea. That'll actually help us like schedule and plan when we could do the Baldur's crowd control streams, when we could do the It Takes Two, when we can plan now Gotham Knights, which we are also doing, by the way, guys. Gotham Knights is technically multiplayer, but it is a game that basically follows the Robins and Barbara and stuff like that in there. And Dear Sarani and I were already planning for Halloween. If you were at Sarani's stream the other day, you already saw their outfit. Dear is customizing our models so they look like the Robins that we enjoy, or just like various Robins in general. Hi, Shoes. Shoes, by the way, the thingy showed up. I gotta send that to you. So whenever you send me the info and I will eventually send it to you. Yeah. Guys, I'm helping smuggling DVDs across the border into the UK because it didn't ship out to the UK for them. So I'm helping because Shoes really loves Castlevania and I need to help them because that's my friend. Of course, of course. Um, but yeah, we've got a lot of stuff planned. October's gonna be a little busy. I need to figure out what I'm actually doing on my actual birthday, because it's a little tricky when my birthday is on a holiday, because, it's not like it's Christmas. A lot of people are going to be streaming on Halloween. Put more shit on Throne. I gotta think of things to put on Throne. I gotta think of things first to put on Throne. I'm really bad at thinking of things to put on Throne. So, if you guys want to, you can suggest things to me, and 9 times out of the 10, I will probably accept it and put it on there. So, but I'm head empty. I'm head empty. I can't ever think of what to put on there. So, that's on you guys. So I'm trying to think of if I want to actually do something on my birthday itself. I do need to figure out if I will be having family things happening, which most of the time, not necessarily, because my niece is young enough that they go trick-or-treating most of the time, and I am not young enough to trick-or-treat anymore, unfortunately. If I had it my way, I would have trick-or-treated up until my early 20s, to be perfectly honest. But, once you hit 18, the Halloween birthday excuse can only go so far. But anything Silas related, oh my god. Put the Jason figures, oh. That's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, dear. Yeah, you can thank Serrani and Deerbits for the new rabbit hole that I've also been going down, aka the Robins, aka Batman, aka Jason Todd. I picked them as my... I find it funny because Jason also just reminds me a lot about Deer. So I'm like, shit. I'm married to Deer VTuber-wise, and then I'm also basically married to the the DC version of Deer. I'm at Soup. Hi, Flip. I had no idea what the fuck to put for the notification, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm at Soup. Why am I buying clothes at the Soup store? Why am I buying Silas merchandise at the Soup store? Fuck you, that's why. All right. Now, before we get too far in, I do want to address something. So if you guys were at my stream on Thursday of last week, I unfortunately needed to end it early because of something happening. Now, it's nothing in real life. Unfortunately, it was something that just kind of happened on stream that kind of threw me off. In short, while we were playing Lads, there were some people that were coming in and they were just constantly going on about like, oh, Gooner game, oh, Anna's gooning to Lads and all that stuff. And I can handle that for the most part. But unfortunately, it was getting to the point where it wasn't as fun anymore. And I think what ended up happening is, if it's from strangers, I don't fucking care. I can just bonk them and get them the hell out of here. I don't really care. It was from a couple of regulars and also a couple of friends that honestly, I know they did not mean anything. They did not mean any harm. It unfortunately just kind of triggered the fight or flight instance in me. And I kind of got a little bit flashbacked to when, like, you're in high school or whatever, and you like a thing a lot, and then people start bullying you for liking the thing or calling it weird and all that shit and just sort of making fun of it, and it kind of hurts your feelings a little bit. So I'm glad I ended stream when I did, because I did not want to be sad on stream, and I did not want to take out my emotions on other people on stream. So what I am going to very nicely ask of you, and I'm just going to enforce this boundary, is I know Lads is Gooner bait. This myth in particular did not exactly open up to the safer work part of it, unfortunately. It went right for the shock factor. I completely understand. It's not fun when something I really, really like and have a lot of emotional investment in beyond the fact that of like hot guys and stuff like that, I am genuinely invested in the stories and the plots. And you guys have heard me talk about this plenty of times. I don't feel good when something I really find a lot of care in is unfortunately made fun of. So I'm going to ask very nicely if we can lighten up a little bit, just a little bit on the Gooner stuff, okay? Because I stream because I feel comfortable doing so. I feel comfortable sharing parts about myself and things that I like because I feel like I'm in a safe place. In the moment that I'm not in a safe place anymore, then I kind of lose like the whole point of why I'm streaming in the first place. So I want this to be a comfortable, happy place for everybody. And the advice I always give to everybody else that ever streams is that your stream is your house and you're inviting people in. You gotta tell people when to get the fuck out if they're not respecting it. And I need to take my own advice. So I really appreciate it. I just wanted to get it out there. Thank you guys for understanding. I understand a good portion of you guys were not here for that. But if the people that were come back and look at this later, then they understand. And again, I'm not singling anybody out. It was just an unfortunate circumstance. So it is what it is. I am still going to complete the myth today, so we at least have that covered in VODs and stuff like that. Depending on how I feel after, we'll be as is. All right? We good? We cool? We Gucci? Yes, thank you. All right, flappy wings, flappy wings. I really like this model just because of everything so flappy. I really appreciate you guys understanding. So otherwise, thinking birthday of what to do on stream on birthday. If I either stream Friday and coincidentally miss a good portion of Joel's stream probably because I can't really take off work, or I stream on Saturday during the day, depending if I am working that weekend or not. Alien isolation. Do you want me to die, dear? Do you want me to die? I know you said you had to. Is that what we're gonna be doing? I'll just stream your perspective. I don't think that really works out. I was thinking, I was gonna say before your PSA, you look really good. Thank you, Flip. I appreciate it. Flip, have you seen this full model? You've seen this outfit, right? Have you? Let me zoom out. For the people that have not seen it before. I accidentally shrunk my wings. I want big wings today. Yeah. I have seat. Yes. There is also booba. Yes. My honest reaction is holy. A lot of people have that reaction, to be perfectly honest. Again, reminder, the part where, like, the part on the booba that looks like a bikini, that was not there originally. That was just flesh. I needed Deer's help for that. So I didn't get bonked. So thank Deer for saving the boobas. They're a lifesaver in many things. They help me a lot. And I adore them. And I keep accidentally shrinking my wings. Stop shrinking. Thank you. It's an outfit. And I was playing around with some item scenes and toggles and stuff, getting things to work. And, you know, would you guys like to see a sneak peek? Won't be long. Won't be anywhere else. You guys probably will not see this until maybe my birthday. If you guys would like to see a sneak peek, I don't mind sharing. It is another outfit, essentially. It's another one of these kind of like booth outfits where they are just the body. Yeah. All right. It won't be on here for very long. So give me a second. I gotta remove my head. Ah, only head. And... bah. Sneak peek. All right. That was enough sneak peek. That is probably going to be the birthday fit. It is safe for Twitch. Nothing is being shown that should not be shown. You found the perfect one, dear, and it was amazing. Like, holy fuck, it was really good. So good on you. Poe, stay on my hand, please. Poe is being very clingy right now, guys. Stay on my hand. Poe, you bitch. Go back. You gonna stay? Okay. I think he's good. I think my jaw dropped to the floor kind of find it. I am flattered. Honestly, you know, I was having that same thing. Every time I put on one of these new outfit things, I kind of just look at my model for a bit and I'm like, damn. Holy shit, I look hot. Poe wants shoulder time. Poe gets shoulder time a lot. Poe gets hand time right now. Blue is my favorite color, blue gang. I picked that for very specific reasons. If you guys will remember, in my normal fit and on my reference, I do have a blue butterfly pendant on my choker. That is very important. Eventually, whenever I get to my lore, you will understand why it's important. But Deer found that and I was like, I need this. Me when I'm drawing Sar's recent tits. They are very nice tits on that model, to be perfectly honest. They're very good tits. Very good tits. But yeah, I have set up item scenes, and I realized now I forgot to do one for the wedding dress one. But the wedding dress I don't really pull out often. So that's a very specific theme time one. But I might make a hotkey for that. Yeah, I figured out how to get the item key things to work. So makes my life a little bit easier. We still need a wedding dress shop booth for you and me. If we can find something else besides the one that I already kind of have, because I really couldn't find anything else that was like wedding dress attire-ish. I'm pretty sure we can probably find you like a pantsuit. There's like a bunch of sexy office people out there. Oh, yeah, you with drawing skills, but you also needing to draw many things. And then you're also going to be going on wrist, hand care after your surgery. So I'm trying to find things that aren't going to kill you. Sorry, I will not remind you. Guys, my friend keeps wanting to like destroy their hands. How do I make him stop wanting to do that? Why am I playing only Doom? That was the sarcasm, but it's fine. I know. I am terrified though. I know, that's why I wasn't pushing it, because I know it's generally a scary thing. That's the thing there. I don't think you can stop them. I really can't. No, well, like quite frankly, when I was talking with Deer about like WitchCon and stuff like that, I was just like, I just want to help you like not feel super stressed out and like not have to work. And Deer is just like, that's never gonna stop. I'm gonna be drawing all the time. And they were drawing all the time, but I like to think that they weren't a stress. They still had a good time. No one can stop me ever. You can't stop them. You can't stop them. They have the power of Red Bull, ADHD, and Adderall on their side. Vacation helped? Good. That is always the goal. I love having my friends over, honestly, because I love, like, giving them a break. Like, do you guys have any idea how mentally refreshing it is sometimes just to get out of your routine and go into a different environment for even a little bit? Like, I know when I personally get into a funk, even if I can't like leave to go to my friend's house for like a weekend, I just go to a Barnes and Nobles down the road and I hang out there for half the day. And when I come back, I'm like, oh, I feel refreshed. I feel like less saddy, depressy, want to end myself in Minecraft. Commune, please. Communes are expensive, dear. They're expensive, and I have a lot of anxiety about moving. You saw my room, dear. I made it very comfy. How am I gonna get all this shit in a box? Sar's already getting a house? When did they start talking about getting a house? I'll help. Oh god. I know. I know it would be more healthy for me to like live actually closer to my friends. When Sam's thing comes in. Oh, yeah. Get 2 boxes. Yeah, sure. 2 boxes. They're thinking about house payments instead of rent payments. You know, honestly, that's fair, because that was the route that I was going to go in whenever I eventually get my own place. Because I am taking advantage of my family's kindness and staying with them. But I have been thinking of hoping to be able to just go from immediately into like mortgage instead of starting to rent, because rent you never get it back. The balance never goes down. It's always money that's just gone. Like poof. Non-existent. I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in a while now that I read on Kindle mostly, but they are great for jigsaw puzzles. I don't necessarily always read the books that I get at Barnes & Noble's. It's more so being able to go and pick up a book and pick up a blind box toy thing and a snack and just sitting in a place and reading for a while. Like, I wish I had like a more local place that was like I'm telling you guys, if I had it my way, I would be that bitch that would have the cafe bookstore like job. That would be me. That would absolutely be fucking me. But I don't know how to make that a reality. I don't know how to fucking do that shit. But I would live for that. I would kill for that. My Barnes & Noble started carrying model kits and Lego. It's been a downhill since then. I have seen a lot of Legos actually at Barnes & Noble's, and I am always very tempted. I will not lie. Step 1, buy a bookstore. Ah, yes, absolutely. Buy a bookstore. That is so easy. I don't know why I didn't think about that. There's a family-owned library coffee place in my area. It's a really damn good coffee. Yes. Step 1, buy a bookstore with a house above it. I'm literally gonna become the cafe, bookstore, flower shop, AU, and every fanfic, which is honestly a dream of mine. I want to be the cottagecore bitch. Just throw in a little bit of goth. I can't even say fully goth. I'm like half goth. I just wear a lot of black. I'm not fully committed. Stopped by a cafe on the shore in Oregon and had a few bookshelves. It was so nice. It's so comfy. It's so comfy cozy. Like, I think I really like this because in high school, there was this place that was called Borders. It used to be a bookstore before they got run out of business, unfortunately. And the whole chain shut down, sadly. But the Borders near me, and I used to live in a really small ass town. There was nothing good. Like, I'm talking when Olive Garden showed up in our small town, we were like celebrating because, oh my God, we never had anything like that. So Borders, I used to go to all the fucking time with my best friend. And I'm not kidding when I say that we would get there at like 11 o'clock in the morning and we would be there until they were closing. Because they had couches, they had a really nice cafe. We would just go in there, bring our sketchbooks, get some manga or whatever, because we were fucking weebs. And then we would just spend the entire day there. And it was great. It was so fucking great. I was not a mall rat, I was a bookstore rat. Gotta get an inner city Tudor style business with living space above, simple as that. Oh my God, I would kill for that. Fucking kill for that. Borders were so cool. They had an elevator in one near me. I want to go to a bookstore that's big enough for an elevator. What the fuck, man? One day I will find the bookstore with the windy staircase. I did go to one of those, actually. I did one time go to one. It technically had 2 floors. There was not really much on the top floor because it was more like a loft area with some extra books. But it was in Augusta, Georgia. My family went there because we were going to like a concert thing, and there was just this random little bookstore. It was small, but it oh my God, it was so cool. My Barnes & Noble has an elevator. We can go. There's a good crepes nearby. Dear, I've been to your place twice now. Why have we never gone to this? Is this near the crepe place that we normally go to? Or is this a different location? Because I didn't know you wanted to go to a bookstore because of the elevator. I just want to go to a bookstore. Different one? You're telling me I can get books and crepes all at the same time? Yes. Please. I'm making a formal request next time we hang out. Please. Uh-oh, wife mad. No, wife not mad. Wife disappointed. And a windy metal staircase? Okay, Flip. Okay, Flip. I see you, Flip. I see you bragging, Flip. Wife having cravings? Don't say it like that. They're gonna think I'm pregnant. I'm not. I can't get pregnant. I'm like Joel, I'm infertile. There's a bookstore that's an adult playground with a cafe, but it's across town. Ah, but it's still so nice. You see, I could really only focus on reading when I was outside. That's fair. That's definitely fair. I would read more outside when it's nice, weather-wise. I'm very light sensitive, unfortunately. My eyes more so are very light sensitive. Like when Deer and Sarania were over during WitchCon, Deer was looking at my setup and trying to help me out with a couple of things. And they said, you need to get some lights like above you to make your like everything brighter because it'll help your tracking. And I'm just like, but my eyes, my sensitive eyes. I live with yellow lighting, guys, and my room is like comfortably dim most of the time. Like bright white equals I can't do it. I hate bright white lights. I hate them. I also have sensitive eyes, ma'am. Your place is so much brighter than me. I know. We're just sensitive little shits. Wear sunglasses indoors and flash your room. I would if glasses did not fuck with my with tracking half the time. Like, I'm lucky enough. So I have bangs beyond just on my VTuber model. I have bangs in real life. I sometimes need to push my bangs out of the way because, fun fact, a lot of my expressions on my model are my eyebrows. Like, most, if not all of them, are eyebrow related. So if my bangs are covering my eyebrows, my tracking gets weird. More lighting. I wear my glasses when tracking. Don't yell at me. Wait a second. What is this Hatsune Miku? Is this Hatsune Miku Katsumari? It just straight up sounds like Hatsune Miku is singing Katamari. I got really crazy. Caps isn't yelling. It's excitement. Thank you for clarifying. This is just straight up Miku. You cannot tell me otherwise. I'm adding this to my liked playlist, though. I like that song. I mean, Katamari is always good. That is something I can play. I do have Katamari. I have never actually played a Katamari game before. But I do have a Katamari game in Steam. So I can do that. But yeah, I'm thinking of games to start playing. A couple of people did suggest me in Discord, which again, by the way, if you're not in the PEG Discord and you want to be, it is !Discord. We do announce when I am going live in there now. It is also partnered with Deer and Sarania, so we have the entire PEG thing. So you guys can pick if you also want to get alerted when Deer goes live or when Sarania goes live. If you guys just want to yap in there, we all have like our little sections and then a general place. It's pretty nice. But I did yell in there at one point where I was like looking for like game suggestions, and there were a couple of them. Let me scroll. Zoingo suggested a couple like Craft, Witch of the Council, Death of Reprobate Shape Factory Hero. Let's see. Plastic suggested like Vampire Therapist, Enjoy Birth, which is apparently a point and click puzzle game where you build a partner, you know, like a la Necromancy. And Violetti also suggested a JRPG called Witch Spring. So, come get #pegged. Okay. So we've got a couple of suggestions there that I'm definitely going to be looking at some point. So we got stuff to plan. I gotta figure out what to do for my birthday. And I need to figure out like what day I am actually going to be streaming, like fully streaming. So we'll figure out that. I also do want to do another karaoke stream. I do want to do that at some point, but I need to find a day where I am home alone. Because I don't want to sing where other people can hear me. Because I'm shy. More so shy around my parents because I sing loudly. Let's see. What else did I want to do? Brain farting. I do want to play Moonlighter at some point. That is definitely on the list. I think that might also be a birthday thing. I might just try to stream for a long time on my birthday. Because I had two things in mind. I wanted to do some Moonlighter on my birthday. Because I am hoping I will have some things ready by that time. I'm running out of time for that though. So I really need to actually buckle down and get some shit done. But I would like to play Moonlighter. But as far as like collab wise, because I would love to be able to hang out with my friends for a little while, I was thinking of trying to put together a big Peak collab. So inviting Deer, Serania, Supreme, a couple other friends, Flip, maybe, if you are free at that time, that would be cool. But just like a bunch of people that I know, and maybe I can try to wrangle Joel into playing it if he's not doing anything, and it's not fucking up with stream time. But things, ideas. Maybe I'll be brave. Maybe I'll reach out to like Glasses. Maybe I'll also reach out to like Cotton. Hi! Hi, Sparlings! Hi, Lynn. Why are you screaming? Only goal is getting Anna to the top, yes, because I've never made it to the fucking top yet. Who's this pretty person? This pretty person is a Crow Witch person. Hi, Sporlings. Hello, Raiders. My name's Anna the Witch. I'm your friendly neighborhood walk-through witch and potion seller. Welcome to my shop. Hi. I can't wave with this model. My hand is stuck. Oh. I thought I pinned that. Okay, it's pinned now. Anyway. Yeah, you guys didn't see that. I forgot when you reload item scenes, it kind of unpins everything. You saw nothing. Guess I'll get the head bag. Hi, Cry. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Hi, Zerania. How did the rest of Slime Rancher go? I hope it went well. I hope you had a good stream. I don't know if you're working tonight or not, but if you are, I hope you have an easy shift. Hi. Alrighty. How long have I been yapping? About 40 minutes. That's longer than I normally am when I start stream. So, hey, that works. I died a lot. You can die in Slime Rancher? I thought it was like a cozy game. How the fuck did you die? They're just slimes. Oh no, I'm making dinner. Oh, have good dinner. Chats, Sporlings, and familiars. We are going to be finishing up Zayne Smith today in Lads. And then afterwards, if I have time and energy, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But we'll figure out to do something. Maybe I'll just do the good old React video thing. I've never actually done a React Andy stream before. It could be fun. I have been contemplating pulling up some of those video essays with the Robins because now I'm getting suggested them to me after Serrani sent them my way. There was one that was on the history of all the Robins. I was like, ooh, that could be good. I'm basically doing my homework. My newest React Oshi. Did you know, Sporlings, if you're at TwitchCon, I'm going to end everything. Yeah, we could also do the Superman. We can do the Superman one. But I thought you said the Superman one was like an hour and 40 minutes. I think there was a Robin one that was maybe an hour. I don't know. Because we're celebrating her birthday. Yes. My birthday is at the end of October. It is Halloween. So a couple of the people that I'm going to TwitchCon with are being super sweet and want to celebrate while we are at places. So, oops, I accidentally unpinned my wings. There we go. So while we are there, trying to plan like a birthday dinner, But Deer is now also making it their mission to remind people, hey, if you're going and you want to bring me presents, it's never expected. It's always appreciated, never expected. October siblings. Hell yeah, Lynn. Hell yeah. Support a Deer Hecton at TwitchCon or you'll be eating cold beans. Yes. Please come buy Deer stuff. Because as I've shown you during my WitchCon recap over on Thursday with the hand cam, all their shit looks so fucking good. And there is also a Jason Todd standee, so if you like Robins, that looks really fucking cool. They literally ran out of them at San Japan. Like, they were that popular. So, do that. Also, there's gonna be, like, art and stuff of the other mods. Like, if you guys remember Deer's birthday art that they did for Joel this year, that we commissioned them to do, that is actually gonna be a poster there. And you could get it signed by the people that are in it for the most part, because I will be there, Deer will be there, Serrani will be there, Stenlit will be there. I believe Gal will be there, but I don't know if Gal will be in the same vicinity. But if you catch him, then you can get him to sign it too. So there is that. Yeah. So like a couple of the mods that don't really go all out to conventions a lot. So that'll be your chance. And if Joel actually does go, I really hope he does. I did hear in the VOD how much it's probably going to cost him, though, so I can't really completely vault him. If he can't afford it, I'll still be a little sad for it, but I really hope he does. But if he does and you find him, then you can also get it signed from him, because obviously he is also in it. Write him off, sir. You still have to initially pay it, then you can write it off on tax season, dear. It doesn't work that way. He said it was like $3K out of pocket for like both the flight and apparently the hotel. I don't know. I'm not gonna police his whatevers, but I'm hoping he makes a decision. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping that he can go. I will not guilt him into it. I'll be very sad because I like seeing him because he is a friend of mine, but it is what it is. Yeah. I'll be super sad because, yep, it is San Diego Cry. If Redacted is up, yeah, we will have to try to take pictures if it is. Deer has a surprise planned, and do you know if we're gonna get like notification if it is up, Deer, or is it just show up and be surprised? You don't? Okay. We'll find out, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Well, if it is, that'll be very cool. And we'll just have to take pictures. Lots and lots of pictures. Yeah, San Diego is expensive. It kind of works out because Deer and I and Serrani and I, we all got like a big Airbnb thing. So we're splitting it amongst like a lot of people. So thankfully the cost there is offsetted. I still need to get a rental car, but that should not be that bad, hopefully. And I've already had my airfare paid off for a bit, so it's what happens when you plan in advance, so you can like budget for things and make sure everything is paid for by the time the actual trip happens. So, not pointing fingers. Airbnb should work. Yeah, agreed. Hey, honey. Why are you crouched under my desk like a little freak? Hi. She was just loafing under my desk, looking like she was scared for a bit. Honey. Okay. Like a week later, places were like 1 to 2K. Yeah, that's the problem. You gotta plan in advance for this shit. Which is what we did, thankfully. So. We'll see what happens. I am still probably gonna go broke at the artist alley, honestly. Between hi Cat. There's our main budgeter. Cat does so much of the hunting of where to stay. They're so good at that. Sammers and our saving right now because we're responsible for the car. Yeah. Hi. Will you be there on specific days or all 4 days? I will be there all 4 days. I will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't remember if there is much that goes on Thursdays. I think that's just mostly pre-registration and stuff. But yes, I will be there the entirety. Wait, what was that? Just let him stay at our Airbnb. I did offer it. Place. Oh yeah. Oh. I zoomed out too far. I zoomed out too far. Hi. Scroll wheel is dangerous. Gonna be at the Mouse concert? Oh, right. Mousy is doing a concert. I don't know if there's still tickets and stuff like that. I'm a little anxious about that because, ma'am. Oh my God. Honey is trying to get into my plastic bag that has all my plushies from round one. Well, Deer and Star are there. Aethel is DJing. Maybe. I don't know if there's any other people that would be there that would wanna. I don't know. Like any of my like people. Maybe. Thinking on that. We still have to plan out like dinners, and there's like this arcade that we really wanted to go to, and I know Deer really wants to go to San Diego Zoo, so we gotta try to do that. So it's just a lot of planning. So we'll see what happens. All right. I think I have yapped enough. I think it is time. Oh, God damn it, these wings. Ugh. Why can't you just sprout from my back? Like normal. All right. I think, there we go. Now is probably a good, now I'm just shrinking the wings. Fuck me. Now I'm just rotated. I'm tilted. I'm literally tilted. I'm literally tilted. I did not ping the wings because I was thinking that somebody would get the tiny wings thing, and I didn't want to fight with it. But you know what? Fuck it. If they do, I'll just refund the points. I'm getting tired of... All right. Are we good? We good? All right. Ping. Okay. They ain't going anywhere now. Are your wings an item scene? The entire outfit is an item scene. Make them an item scene for big and small. I could do that. I could. That I'm running out of keys. Just rekey the item scene? What do you mean? It auto does it? Oh. Well. Yeah, you know what? You know what? That's a problem for future me. The problem for future me. Let's just go over here, guys. Let's just... Wrong scene. Let's just go over here. I've had him he's been napping on my screen for like God knows how long. All right, give me a second to move audio around and then put this up, turn you up. There we go. Well, it's nice and peaceful right now. Note it for later. I have a lot of things noted for later. All right, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and change it myself. Because for some reason, sometimes my game command thing is like fucky-wucky with other people. All right, so to recap, let me go into the myth for Mr. Zayne Dr. Man. So we're about a little bit less than halfway through. And let me move OBS over here. I'm gonna move VTube Studio over here. I'm gonna have chat over here. And where is GlideX on my screen? Here you are. I'm gonna move you over here. Perfect. Perfect. I think, for the most part, we're gonna be getting tissues for the tears when I'm sure they'll come. Yeah, I am an emotional person. All right. So let me recap, because I actually did write the shit down to recap this time. Dear, why are you putting announcements in my own post-shop message? Dear's on a mission. Jesus. Okay. So to recap this myth, as you can see, it is very much Egyptian sort of like themed kind of thing. So in this timeline, the MC, aka us, play as a goddess that protects this country called Niava. While here, we meet the god of annihilation named Zayne. In an attempt to ensure that he doesn't destroy Niava, MC and him come to a mutual agreement of becoming destiny bound together, which in a way is kind of like almost like an arranged marriage, like a marriage just choice of like, you know what, let's get married so we don't kill each other kind of thing. I don't know. So when we're starting with this myth, MC and Zayne are a bit at odds and a bit strained with genuine emotions for one another, and MC's devotion to protect Niava and the people inside it. So MC is like a little bit spiky towards Zayne, because Zayne is literally like god of annihilation. Like, he is the end of things. And MC is, at her core, meant to protect this country. That is what she has been born for. That is what she is like meant to do. She is a goddess that protects this country. And we also learn in the very beginning that MC and Zayne, the MC is able to heal her wounds with exchanging of power with Zayne, which is in acts of intimacy. So kind of got a little bit flashbanged right in chapter fucking 1 of that for sure. So while investigating so one time during investigating, MC had gone down to this river. There's 2 rivers in Niava that like basically like keep the city alive for the most part, because you're kind of in a desert. Rivers are important. And MC finds out that there is a wanderer, a monster that is basically plugging the end of the river. And she and Zayne both take out the wanderer, but Zayne gets injured. And then they find themselves inside this protocore field, which in lad speak is basically like a second plane of existence. So they're stuck there for a couple of days while Zayne is healing. And during that time, it was basically like marriage counseling in a desert together. They basically had nothing else to do but spend time together for a couple of days. And it kind of actually helped with the relationship a little bit. They got a little bit closer during that. So at this point in the story, we are just getting back from the protofield. MC is warmed up to Zayne. They haven't fought for a while, and MC is kind of like, I wouldn't say necessarily walking on glass. They are trying their best to not get into needless fights, because they're slowly starting to like, where this used to be like an arranged marriage of convenience is now becoming a little bit more like an actual relationship. So that's basically where we're at. I know when we first started this, we were all like a little bit confused about everything. I just got a DM from Poff saying, tell me what happens. I will tell them what happens, because I think they might be at work. But yeah, that is pretty much the gist of it. So we're going to get back into this. It's going to be a lot of reading. So if you guys are comfy with reading and stuff, just relax. It's going to be a lot of me narrating and attempt at voice acting. I just ask because I can never really fully tell if the audio gets really loud, or if something sounds tinny or something sounds off. Please yell at me profusely until I actually notice it. Alrighty. So we are currently in chapter 5. I would still remember those brief, dreamlike days long after they've passed. I'm already fucking up. Do I have my water nearby? I do. Okay, good. In my memories, there are a silvery sea of sand, the luminous blue rain, the swirling snow, and the warmth from Zayne's palms and embrace. Urtama begins to flow again. People gather beneath the divine tower to thank the goddess for once again granting them shelter and hope. However, a vague sense of worry and unease still lingers in my heart. It spreads with every drop of blood that flows and diffuses into blurry nightmares.
Are you awake?
Why are you shirtless? A ray of morning light shines into the divine tower. It draws a sharp line of light and shadow across the smooth tiles. Groggy, I sit up in my bed and watch Zayne dress himself. In an unhurried manner, he puts on his accessories. Oh, okay. Game just really wanted to make sure that we were fully immersed and give us, like, a shot of bare-chested. Okay.
You had nightmares last night and cried out in your sleep.
Is that so? I don't remember anything. I suppose I did have a dream. It's most likely a terrible one, which is why my subconscious doesn't want to remember it. What did I say?
I only heard you cry out, Niava. Then... you gave me a good wallop.
Oopsie. Where did I hit you? Truly? Let me see.
Here.
Oh. I look intently for a long time before finding a barely visible streak of blood on his neck. I'm sorry. Hang on. I fix. It's better now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to whack you in my sleep. A few golden Ainzus land on the top of the pillars. They cast a golden glow. Dazed, I catch sight of Zayne smiling very faintly. Hi, Supreme! Thank you so very much for resubbing for 5 months now. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Since returning from Rotama, our relationship has improved considerably. Whenever I wake up, I often see him.
You're afraid of something.
I only knew you had the power to destroy the world, but I didn't know you also had the ability to interpret dreams.
I can tell simply by looking at your eyes. Special powers aren't necessary.
I clench my fist. The crack on my palm still exists. It hasn't disappeared even though the river has begun to flow again. Right. MC at some point did get like a black crack like on their palm. We don't necessarily know what that means yet, but it's not something good. Yeah, the long hair does look really good on him. I love how they did it. I was a little worried that all the long hair for the guys was gonna look very samey, because that's been the trend for these new myths, that all of them have been getting long hair, but they do make them subtly very different and in a good way. Why, yes, Zayne, I'm afraid of the marital bed we shared if it will survive the weight of our love. My goodness. Almost stars and garters. Is it possible that the golden Ainzu that turned to ash in Angrush Spire represents Niava? There's a lot of words in this myth that I have trouble saying. Should I ask Zayne directly? But then he'll be aware of the fact that I accidentally entered the Angrush Spire. I choose my words carefully. Zayne, I remember you saying your divine gaze can see those that are about to meet their end. So, what you see currently is Niava included?
Yes.
I see. Careful not to strain your tongue on those names. I have a lisp, and some words just don't work very well. I nod. For a moment, I can't think of anything else to say, so I only respond with silence.
I thought you'd be furious.
I am the goddess who protects Niava. If I lose my composure, then Niava's future will fall further into a pit of hopelessness. Besides, didn't you say that you wouldn't let Niava be destroyed? Can I assume that... I smile and place both my hands on Zayne's shoulders. The end, you see, isn't necessarily set in stone?
I'll have to be more careful with my words when you're around.
I am lawyering him.
But you also understand that without an end, nothing new can arise. This is the unshakable law that governs all realms. Do not even attempt to touch fate's forbidden territory.
Such as the Vastrayan, which is like a another sort of plane of existence. I'm trying to think of like what a good equivalent to that might be. It's basically another plane of existence where a lot of like the wanderers and the monsters are coming from. So what MC has been doing in the past has been trying to get into that realm and kind of destroy them at the source, which has not really been working out very well. I sigh. My relationship with Zayne has improved so much as of late. I don't want to get into another argument with him again. I understand. I won't take any risk. I give him a hug before jumping down from the bed, just as I'm about to head outside.
Where are we going?
Oop. My belt gets caught and I turn around. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll walk around and think about how to save Niava.
Come with me then.
Gonna snooze the ad. We just started. I don't feel like doing ads yet. He pauses. His fingers that rest on my waist falter before tightening their grip, and he clears his throat.
There's a gift I want to give to you.
Good night, Shoes. Thank you for hanging out. Big love, big love. So apparently he has a gift for me. Zayne leads me through the city's alleys. On the streets and by the riverbanks, there are busy, ecstatic humans everywhere. Zayne covers his eyes and I wear a veil. At this moment, we're simply two lovers walking hand in hand amongst the crowd. What is this gift? I kind of actually...
This is the third time you've asked this question.
I kind of actually really like it when he has the blindfold on. It just, you know, adds to the sort of like the godly vibe, I want to say. The authority voice Zayne has making me feel all types of weak. I'm doing my best to restrain myself for the third time. Curiosity about the gift overshadows a slight unease in my heart. Yet what I'm more curious in is... Giving gifts isn't something you do. Where did you learn this from?
Many humans do this. It's not hard to learn.
While speaking, he walks to a wooden stall and lifts the grass cloth curtain that provides shade.
Is Sagria here?
High Priest? It's been a long time since I've seen you.
I won't lie, when I saw the name Sagria, I read it as Sangria. I might be an alcoholic. An elderly woman walks out of the wooden stall with trembling steps, and when she sees Zayne, her wrinkles are filled with happiness.
I'm here to collect the honey and dates I requested before. This amulet is for you. Place it by your pillow. You won't have headaches anymore.
Can I get one of those? Zayne, can I get one of those, please? Like, in real life, please? I would kill for one of those, please.
Oh my. You still remember that.
The elderly woman thanks him repeatedly. After accepting the amulet, she brings out a jar of golden honey. Upon seeing me beside Zayne, her smile widens to the point where her eyes are almost a thin line.
You have a wife now. You two suit each other very well. Come, this bottle of mead is for you both. It's a wedding gift.
Okay. You know, I have to say, this is one of the first myths that I've seen where it's basically from the get-go, you're already married. We just almost had a divorce arc. A ceramic bottle is unceremoniously given to me. Although I'm stunned at first, I quickly get a mischievous idea. Thank you, but... Thank you, but we haven't sought guidance at the Divine Tower yet. If the goddess doesn't approve, then we can't get married.
This is a wonderful thing, though. How could the goddess not approve?
The MC is...
Sagria. The dates?
Oh, yes. The dates.
The MC in this myth with Zayne is very playful sometimes. Very playful. All right, there will be an ad in about a minute and 30-ish seconds. When that starts, I will pause, so the people that are not subbed don't necessarily have to miss out on any story. It'll be a 3-minute ad, so I would suggest getting up, walking, stretching, all that stuff. After bidding farewell I almost called her Sangria again. After bidding farewell to Sagria, Zayne carries the heavy dates and honey. He also takes the mead for my arms. Why did you buy so many sweets?
They're for divination. We need to please the goddess.
How can you be so certain that the goddess will like them?
We can find out.
He holds out a date out in front of me.
In all of Niava, Sagria's pickled dates taste the best. Would you like to try one?
I honestly would not mind. I like pickled things. I would not mind trying one of them. Full of anticipation, I eat the one from his hand. It's sweet enough to slay a goddess. Of course, Zayne always having his giant, sweet tooth. Near the riverbank, Zayne knocks on the door of a mud house. An honest man greets us.
High Priest, the wild herbs you asked me to pick are here. Will this suffice?
That's enough. Thank you.
As Zayne examines the number of unknown plants, I talk to the man named Zabir. What are these herbs used for?
I'm as clueless as you are. These suddenly appeared one day in the wheat field behind my house. I was gonna cut them down and throw them away, but the High Priest passed by, saw them, and asked me to sell them to him instead. He also paid me to set aside a small plot of land. I was told to let the wild herbs grow there. Now he visits regularly to buy them.
If Zayne treats them as important, then could the herbs have special properties? I take a small piece and taste it. It's bitter with an unremarkable texture and unlike the plants humans might forage. Zayne turns to me.
The herb is poisonous. Spit it out.
Oops. Oop. Are you sure? My response is accompanied by my gaze. I'm the goddess after all. How could a tiny plant possibly poison me? All right, ads. We wait for ads. Spice is fancy. Spicy plants. Spicy plants that would normally kill a normal human. I like the fact that despite him having the title of the God of Annihilation, he is actively helping Niava flourish. Which I've always expected that because, you know, he is a doctor in the normal timeline, he is a doctor. He's like a healer. It's not necessarily Annihilation needing to be violent and always doomed. It's literally just an end to something, like an end to a cycle, I guess. I don't know. I like how it's written so far. At the beginning, I was a little bit, because MC's it was very clear that MC's motivation at the very beginning of their relationship was to just kind of, I guess the easiest way to describe it is just kind of seduce Zayne so he doesn't annihilate Niava. They were very selfish reasons at the very beginning, but now it's definitely become a little bit different. So it's very fleshed out. I've got pretty high expectations for these myths with how they've been written. Xavier's myth, and I will remind you, Xavier is is one of my least favorite of the love interests. The fact that got me to cry because of how well written it was. Yeah, that kind of shocked me. I didn't cry with Raphael's. One, because I kind of already knew what was going to end, but it definitely made me feel very melancholy. But I I don't know. My empathy. My empathy with Xavier's went haywire because, spoiler alert, before you get to the very end, you basically watch how Xavier goes to this planet that he was anticipating on bringing MC to save her, but she's already passed. So you see Xavier in front of a gravestone that he made for her on this planet that he was going to take her to. And you just basically hear him say about how much he misses her. And that part, oh, that fucking got me. That like punched me in the gut in my empathy. Hi, Mochi. Hello. And welcome back from ads. All right, we continue. But Zayne immediately reaches out and grips my jaw.
Will you do it yourself? Or do you need me to provide assistance?
You cannot do the chin thing you cannot do the chin thing to me. You cannot do that to me. That is like my weakness. That's my Achilles heel, motherfucker. I'll do it myself. Under Zayne's intimidating gaze, I can only spit out the herb and swallow almost a pot's worth of water to detoxify. You can't fucking do that to me, man. We continue walking downstream along the riverbank. The clamorous voices fade to an extent, and smoke drifts from the tranquil villages. After Zayne exchanges a few words with the shepherd, we gain an ewe as a companion. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's called a ewe. To be perfectly honest, all I can see is the emoticon face. Honey, dates, a ewe, and this basket of wild herbs. None of them look like Zayne's gift. Hi, Lexer, welcome. Resting in the shade, I use a bundle of fresh grass to distract the ewe and prevent it from eating a basket of poisonous herbs. What the fuck does a ewe look like? Hang on, I'm gonna Google this. I'm pronouncing it right? Fuck yeah, that never happens.
Eat.
I will eat in a second, Zayne. I'm going to look up what a ewe looks like. Oh, it's a sheep. Oh, it's just a female sheep. Okay. That makes sense if it's from a shepherd. Where did you conjure these wheat cakes from?
I ran into an acquaintance earlier and they gave them to me.
He spreads the honey he obtained on the wheat cakes and hands them to me along with a few figs. We basically are having a charcuterie board. You know so many people. When you weren't at the Divine Tower, were you befriending every mortal you saw?
I wouldn't call it that. I merely had a few chance encounters and we became associates.
Sure it is, Zayne, sure. Those humans are fond of you. You don't actually dislike Niava. The humans don't annoy you either.
I never said I disliked Niava.
I gently punch him. Why? You could have explained this to me earlier, yet you led me to have misunderstandings about you for so long.
Yes, it's my fault.
I wouldn't necessarily agree, Zayne, but you know. Unable to tell if I'm more annoyed or amused, I poke the corner of his mouth. Remember, your mouth isn't just for eating and drinking, it's also for explaining. And kissing me. Hello.
I understand.
In this situation, I'm like, MC, can I have a turn? Not with Zayne, with you? The Riz. The ewe, having eaten her fill, settles drowsily by my feet and dozes off. I gently stroke the soft wool on her head. Now, can you tell me why you've stopped me from entering the Vastrayan? You're also letting it erode Niava. Zayne looks away and his finger trails along a young, tender sapling beside him.
A tree's growth. From the moment it's planted to breaking through the soil, sprouting, growing branches and leaves, and finally taking root. Watering, fertilizing, providing support, all must follow proper timing and the natural law. Once what you provide exceeds what it can bear,
With only the slightest infusion of golden light, the sapling snaps. The sound is painfully harsh. You're saying that taking action against the Vastrian would only accelerate Niava's destruction.
you could interpret my statement as such.
Didn't we just get over you being, like, explaining things, like, forefront?
Not at the present moment.
Okay. After passing through another wheat field, Zayne finally brings me to our destination, a home that belongs to farmers. After unloading the items the ewe had been carrying, a weathered woman welcomes us into the house.
High Priest.
How has Nagan been these past few days?
Nagan.
I followed your instructions. I carried him to the river each day to wash him and fumigated his room with torches. He's been awake for longer periods, but the evil presence on his chest still hasn't disappeared.
Must be somebody that's sick.
Let me examine him first. She is an envoy from the Divine Tower. She shall bestow the goddess's blessing upon your child.
Oh, it's a child that's sick. I feel a gentle push at my back. Realizing what's expected of me, I nod respectfully to the woman. She wipes away her tears and bows to me in return.
May the grace of the goddess descend upon this place.
Come with me.
Gods make house calls right now? Apparently Zayne does, which, you know, makes sense. A clay lamp burns inside the mud house, its meager light revealing an unconscious child on the bed. His face is contorted because of the pain, and his breathing is shallow yet labored. There's a fist-sized lump at his chest. Oof. I've never seen this kind of illness before. Unlike gods, humans fall ill and age. I've also listened to many people's voices praying for recovery at the Divine Tower. Priests distribute talismans and amulets for dispelling illness and plague. Other than that, humans can only pray and wait.
There's no fever, and the blood spots on his body have faded significantly.
You're still talking like a doctor, even though you're a god.
We can expel the evil presence from his body today.
Have you examined this child many times before?
Yes.
Before entering, I noticed several rolls of linen at the corner of the courtyard. They're burial shrouds that were apparently prepared for this child. They were fully anticipating on this kid dying. Do you plan to use your power to heal him?
I shall cure this child, but I won't use my power. This world already has methods to free him from his suffering.
Zayne hands me a bundle of poisonous herbs in a ceramic bowl. How long before we bring out the leeches? I wonder, because the one thing that plays into Zayne's myths and stuff like that is basically foresight and predicting the future, in a sense. He was a foreseer, so he saw what the future would be. He was, in his Master of Fate, he had an idea and prophecy of what was happening to the MC already. He has always had a sense of foresight. In this one, because he's the god of annihilation, which is essentially the god of the end, I wonder if they wrote this in a way that it kind of implies that he can see in the future, for the most part, and maybe he got his medical knowledge from the future and is trying to use it in a way, I guess. I don't know. I'm reaching.
Help me crush these herbs to extract their juice. After that, you can feed it to him.
But these herbs are poisonous.
If they can produce the correct effect, then they're no longer poisonous.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I feed the viscous juice to the child. Then I turn to see Zayne taking out that jar of honey again.
After driving away the evil presence from his chest, we need to apply honey. What you'll need to do won't just be bestowing the blessings of the goddess.
Amidst the tearful prayers of the mother outside, Zayne heats a thin blade over the flame for a moment. Oh, we're about to do surgery.
Remember everything I do from this point forth.
Oh, okay. Well, that ends that chapter. All right. Zayne just casually doing some surgery on a child in a very ancient time. There is no moon tonight, and the stars scattered along across this night sky are like glimmers of light on a dark river surface. I sit by the riverside to recall the events of that unfolded in the room.
The toxins in the juice can temporarily numb his senses, so he won't be in too much pain.
Like an anesthetic, or morphine, basically.
After removing the tumor and surrounding necrotic tissue, mix fine salt and honey. Apply the poultice here. This will help the wound heal.
Yeah, he basically... You know what? That was probably an opioid grass that he picked up, because the opioid technically is a toxin. If you had too much of it, you basically would overdose, but in moderate doses, probably would help numbing.
Then use sheep's milk to detoxify him and nourish his body.
Applying the honey after makes sense since it's an antiseptic. Damn. Okay, I am giving props to the lads people. They actually did research. Zayne's voice was calm and quiet, the movements composed. With his care, the child's pained expression gradually disappeared.
He will survive.
Zayne's actions feel unfamiliar to me. In the depths of my heart, there are always been a faint tremor. It's as if something is about to break through the soil and emerge from its path.
Clean
From
his
the earth.
body every other day, but don't touch the wound. You can feed him more sheep's milk.
Zayne gives the ewe to the grateful woman before walking towards me.
What are you thinking about?
Many things. I'm wondering why you brought me here since today, and why you wanted me to see these things. I used to think that illness like death was unavoidable suffering. Everyone was born to endure it. However, it seems that's not the case.
Illness doesn't stem from fate's punishment. It comes from every grain of sand, every breeze, every drop of water, every morsel of food we consume. Everything in this world could potentially become a source of disease.
You're not wrong.
So if you want to cure it, you must seek answers from this world.
Makes sense. I blink, unable to fully understand Zayne's words, but the trembling in my heart grows stronger. When you healed that child, you didn't use any divine power. That means healing can be accomplished by ordinary humans.
Your people possess wisdom. They will do even better.
He turns his palm over and the angry spire materializes in his hand. Guided by his fingertips, a thin, slender golden thread is slowly drawn out from within it.
Give me your hand. This is my gift to you.
The winding golden thread extends into my palm and touches that crack.
Your gift has a name. The Principles of Medicine.
When the golden thread intersects with the crack, a brilliance radiance suddenly spreads. I wasn't done reading
Tell
that.
me,
Game! I wasn't done reading! Stop with that shit! Suddenly spreads across my vision. Thank you. What do you see?
What do you see?
Mochi, we're already basically married in this myth right now. I see a vast expanse of fire, of flames. The people of Niava have lit bonfires.
Listen carefully. Why are your people no longer cheering?
I can't hear their voices. Besides the bonfires lie countless people with agonized faces similar to that dying child's. They're convulsing, struggling, bleeding from their bodies. Black clouds buzz and writhe around them. They're pulling torches from the bonfires to chase after those black clouds, then they set them ablaze. The crimson flames ignite the black clouds and they soar and shriek as they rush toward my divine tower. Whoosh. Wow. The falling sparks transforms into the flames that lick the hem of my dress. I wasn't done reading, game! I stumble backward and fall into the embrace behind me.
Don't be afraid. Look down at your feet.
I lower my head and see countless newborn green plants growing. They wrap themselves around the steps and cover the raging sea of fire. People harvest them, draw clean water, preserve the flames, and sterilize sharp blades with fire. They do it in the same way Zayne did.
All of this, everything you see, you can call it medicine. It's a tangible form of the principles of medicine. Knowledge meant to heal diseases and recover from plagues. From now on, your Niava will never again be driven to desperation by disease.
So that was his gift. His gift essentially was sparing Niava from plague and teaching them. It's not long before an unprecedented plague arrives in Niava. I taught these principles of medicine to Semria in the form of a divine prophecy. Soon the suffering people lit fires, killed insects and flies, gathered unfamiliar plants they had never before recognized, and consumed their extracts. They began to ask about the blood in their bodies' flow. Ask how... They began to ask about how the blood in their bodies flows, why their hearts are able to beat, and how their bones support them. The looming shadow of disease gradually fades from Niava. After that, Zayne gave me more gifts. Iron casting, metallurgy, water management, land reclamation, calendars, mathematics. Each gift ultimately made life more vibrant through people's wisdom. The city-state grew stronger, and my Niava achieved a glorious prosperity that filled me with joy. That crack on my palm had also faded considerably. So Zayne basically imparted knowledge onto myself, onto MC, so we can teach our people. Damn. That is one hell of a gift from a husband. Holy shit. In the plaza before the divine tower, a massive statue of the goddess stands completed. The crowd bursts into enthusiastic cheers and cries of admiration.
We crafted her body from precious lapis lazuli and traced her features in gold.
Once again, I wish lads gave the NPC voice actors a little bit more direction, but it is what it is. But damn, Samira is very pretty.
Please convey our most devout love to the goddess of Niava.
I have heard a response. She likes this gift.
May her majestic radiance and glory be everlasting, and may she grant Niava eternal prosperity and splendor.
Samira only sees us as like a prophet or a priestess of the goddess. Doesn't actually know that we are the goddess themselves. Samira and I stand amongst the elated crowd and we smile at each other.
And may this statue, like your appearance, never be touched by the erosion of time.
Though I am wondering now if Samira is onto us. Samira seems to have already guessed my identity, yet she never says it outright. I pretend not to notice her assumptions. Yeah, she sussed us out. Samira, no one can escape time's gaze.
Then, I hope that in the days to come, your smile will remain just like it is today.
Imparted the knowledge necessary for a thriving civilization. Yup. Which is insane. That's so cool. I touch my cheek beneath the veil and subtly clear my throat to suppress my smile.
So, the man who troubled the goddess gave her his heart?
Why are you always thinking about matters of love as a ruler of a nation?
Love brings happiness and fills people with longing and fascination. That's what makes our goddess shine with joy.
Under the bright, radiant sun, everyone is dancing and singing. Urtama and Ingar flow endlessly, and the bountiful harvest will fill the spacious granaries. The city walls made of lapis lazuli and glazed stone become more magnificent, and the poet's melodious songs travel with ships to distant lands. I gaze toward the top of the divine tower. I know Zayne is also looking at Niava. At me. Ready to wave at him, I raise my arm. A sharp pain A sharp pain spreads from my palm and encompasses my entire body. An ominous premonition immediately wells up in my heart. I open my slightly trembling palm. That crack that had been troubling me turned into an open wound. Ooh, that's not a good sign. Everything was happy-go-lucky for a little bit. Now we're getting to the not good part. Once again, this game is nicknamed Love and Depression for a reason. While cheers surge like a tide in the plaza, at the Engru spire, deep within the divine tower, emanates several streaks of light. Zayne holds a fractured protocore. The monster that had been entrenched at Urtama dropped it. At the time he followed the Ingru Spire's divine guidance and traveled to Urtama's source to destroy the magical array he had once created there. Unexpectedly, the array originally meant to separate two realms had transformed into a massive monster after accumulating energy for countless years. Wait, separate two realms? What were you trying to do?
If I don't destroy the remaining magical arrays, she and Niava will face an even greater disaster.
But that would be the herald of an even swifter farewell.
Why are you sad? Before everything was created, the ending had already been written. For her, its early arrival should be a better fate.
The golden Ensu softly calls out as it flies away from Zayne's finger. It once again disappears into the Engru Spire's rotating ring of light. I hurry back to the divine tower as the stinging pain in my palm announces a cruel fact. The gifts that Zayne gave me, which were actually facets of a civilization, did not change Niava's path towards destruction, but... Besides, didn't you say that you wouldn't let Niava be destroyed? Can I assume that the end you see isn't necessarily set in stone?
I'll have to be more careful with my words when you're around.
Zayne wouldn't make empty promises. He gave me those gifts to me because he has a plan. Zayne, what do you intend to do? My intuition tells me Zayne won't say anything. So where will I find the answer to this mystery? The golden Anzu's call passes overhead. Following its shadow, I spot the Angru Spire in the distance. If I enter the Angru Spire, the mark on my palm appeared after I accidentally entered it. If I enter the Angru Spire again, will I discover something new? I don't think that's a good idea, but I guess we're doing it anyway. Shifting my seat. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna shift into standing because my ass hurts. Give me a second, guys. You're gonna hear a whir as my desk goes up. Best Christmas gift ever, honestly. Hi, Goose. Okay, that's good. Standing. I failed to enter the Angru Spire. An invisible barrier blocks my path, and the runes that appear on it bear the same pattern as Zayne's golden ornament. Perhaps I need to obtain the key that opens it from Zayne. Do I need Zayne's help and permission, maybe? The following evening, hug him. MC, are you trying to seduce him again? What are you doing? I wrap my arms around Zayne's shoulders to see him holding a reed pen. He's drawing on a wet clay tablet. The outline looks somewhat familiar. It reminds me of the new statue the humans carved for me.
I'm drawing you.
He looks at my eyes and eyebrows before carving 2 more lines.
The statue is grand and beautiful, but the face is too rigid. It's lacking a certain charm.
You're being cute. My gaze flits between my face and the clay tablet.
Now I can say it's 70 to 80% accurate.
It does look like me. You're unskilled? No, I would never. I would never say that. It does look like me.
Niava's denizens have never seen your real face, but someone ought to remember your appearance. However, what they should recall with even greater clarity is everything you've done for them.
My appearance isn't important. Humans remembering what that statue looks like is enough. Zayne smiles faintly and carefully sets the clay tablet aside. I can't speak.
So this will only belong to me.
Cutie. I look at his chest where one pendant stands out conspicuously amongst the golden ornaments. It's the same as the runic pattern on the barrier of the Angru Spire. If I get it, I'll be able to enter. Hi, Grins. Why are you talking about bellies? I ain't touching that shit. I hope you're having a good night. Hello, good to see you. I feel slightly guilty, but I must know what Zayne plans to do. Otherwise, I'm afraid there will be consequences I can never undo in the future. Is a meme? Is it you? Oh, it is a meme. Okay. Got it. Zayne, there's a full moon tonight. Shall we go outside to look at it?
All right.
Gonna move my mic a little bit so I can... There we go. The moonlight is hazy. Far away, the sounds of singing and dancing from the city can still be heard, but they quickly fade into the night wind and soft chirping of insects. When birthday stream, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to have it on my actual birthday or the day after, because my actual birthday is Halloween, but a lot of people are busy that day, and I think I'm probably going to be at work that day, so I don't know how much time I will have. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm doing anything on the actual day or if I'm going to just stream for a while the next day. Yo, yeah, I know. You know, the whole witch aesthetic, it kind of adds up. On the terrace of the Divine Tower, I arrange the food I brought from the market on a table and sit down next to Zayne on the rattan bed. Cinema. Try some. I requested the honey sweets be made according to your preferences. Feed him.
Cinnamon, pine nuts, and cashews.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's delicious, it's a little bland.
But that's impossible. I watched them make these myself. They added this much honey.
It's very bland.
You just have a sweet tooth. Hey. Yes. To his mama, which. Not enough sugar. Yeah, no, not enough sugar for him. Hi, Barrett. It all makes sense now. Yes, the one that self-proclaims as a witch is the one that has the birthday on Halloween. Ironically enough, I am a chicken shit. I watch Zayne skeptically as he eats 2 more pieces with the same unfazed expression. I think for a moment before tentatively leaning in to give him a kiss. You're lying. It's so sweet. I scramble to find water, but he catches me with one arm and pulls me back.
Aren't we admiring the moon?
Where
The
am I?
water is over here.
Once I drink it, he continues to hold my hand and allows me to rest against his chest as we appreciate the moon. The pendant is right before my eyes, its radiance so bright that it almost hurts to look at. A long time passes. Then A long time passes, and I take a deep breath and finally make up my mind. I can either seduce him or make him intoxicated. I don't like either of these options, and see, this is not... I don't like these. MC, I don't like this. I don't want to make this decision. I don't want... No. I understand you're doing everything you can for this country, but damn. No. MC going for it, good lord. I cannot in good conscience seduce him. No, I'm not doing that. I would rather try to get him drunk. I'm not going to do that to him in the guise of stealing something off of him. That just feels really wrong. I mean, both of these feel really wrong, but that feels even worse. A reminder, guys, this is an otome. Otomes are written very particularly. If you're aware of, like, Mystic Messenger, for example, some of the roots in that game were also really, really weird and crazy. Lads is technically on the tamer side compared to them. So, just keep that in the back of your mind. Yeah, we're gonna make him intoxicated. I'm not seducing him. No. This year's grapes are sweet and plump. The fruit drinks made from them taste refreshingly sweet, and the orchard owner bragged about them for a long, long time. The wine I bought is sufficiently sweet, but I'm concerned it won't be enough to intoxicate Zayne. Don't give me the illusion of choice, game. Don't give me the illusion of choice. I'll trick him into drinking a few more glasses. The brilliant colored wine is poured into the glass. I'd sit on Zayne's lap and press the rim against his lips. Many are written so that there isn't a good choice because drama makes for good stories. Yeah, you get this, Swingo. I'll feed you. Do you want to try it?
This is wine.
Well, I can definitely tell he's already getting a little flushed because his ears are red. So he's like blushy. How is that even possible? The orchard owner said it's juice.
That's not right.
Yeah. How did one glass make him already drunk? This is also the man that got drunk off of one chocolate with liquor in it. So he's naturally a very lightweight. I guess even as a god, he's a lightweight. I feel better about that than the other option. After helping Zayne settle into a comfortable position, I carefully remove the pendant and approach the Angry Spire. It operates silently. I look up at it, and I hesitate because I realize I'm about to see a truth. Perhaps I'm overthinking this. I shouldn't have deceived Zayne. That's what I'm saying, MC. You should have just talked to him. Once he starts talking about the Roman Empire, he's done for. No. I must know Zayne's true purpose. Or just talk to him. Just talk like normal people. Man. Even if the consequences are terrible, I'm willing to bear them. Are you? Are you really? I don't think I am. When the pendant touches those runes, golden flames spread out from the Angry Spire and envelop me. My vision blurs, my consciousness falls before the golden light, and the cracks of the world open before my eyes. Golden Anzus carrying threads in their beaks fly past me. Each flap of their wings shakes off golden dust. Those particles gather at my feet and spread out into a countless, endless rivers in the blink of an eye. Hang on, I need a drink. Okay. I saw a desert and I got really thirsty. Everything appears to be the same as last time, yet there are subtle differences. Hi, Puff. Yeah, I dressed up. I figured this outfit actually kind of matches the myth, so I'm going with it. If the Angry Spire contains all the worlds in the universe, then each river leads to a different world. But I'm not sure which river I should step into. I look at the wound on my palm. I hesitate for a moment before cutting it. As fresh blood seeps out, one of the golden Anzus turns towards me. The river it guides also pauses for a few moments. It's that one. Step in. Howling winds carry an aura heavier than death itself. It pierces my body while hollow reverberations echo endlessly through the boundless darkness. Between jagged mountain ridges, a massive stone gate blocks the winding gravel before me. A figure clad in gray robes materializes before me. After circling for a moment, the golden Anzu lands on his shoulder.
Deity who has trespassed into Everlost, listen to the Gatekeeper's counsel.
Oop.
Your footsteps can go no further.
I took the wrong turn. I was looking for the bathroom. I seek whatever lies beyond the stone gate. Please don't block my path. Yeah, this backdrop is very cool. He looks at the pendant I have. Its light now dim.
You're not the first deity to set foot here, but Everlost shows no mercy to visitors.
I just went to the wrong turn. Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Are you referring to the owner of this pendant?
His divine miracles once shook this realm.
Zayne has been here.
His power has grown weak, and that supreme god is about to meet his end.
Zayne is about to meet his end? Uh-oh. Unable to tell if my thoughts were frozen from shock or from the cold, I hear my own stiff voice. What brought that god here?
Beyond the seven gates, a stone was nestled in the Netherworld's bosom. The Creatio Stone. It could create life and resurrect the dead.
Hi, Puff. Yeah, that's Poe. He hangs out on my hand, but he can also fly to my shoulder. So he's just hanging out.
It rested in an eternal slumber until that god took it.
Wait, hang on. Could create life and resurrect the dead. Zayne took the Creatio Core, which he's had in other myths before. He took that stone and... Oh. Uh-oh. Creating life, resurrecting the dead? What did he do with the Creatio Stone? As soon as the question leaves my lips, a truth vaguely reveals itself in my heart.
Only a divine soul of a certain weight can resonate with it. Goddess, who bears the aura of the Creatio Stone.
I have the aura of the Creatio Stone? I have the aura of the Creatio Stone. Why do I have it?
Have you already forgotten the eternal realm's bone-chilling cold and darkness? That is where the dead slumber.
When those words fall, my heart stops for a moment. The cold that sweeps across eons drags my soul back to blurry yet vivid bloody memories. The pain one could feel in their bones at death's doorstep. The suffocating darkness. I can't remember anything else. It's fine. There's no reason to be afraid of a death that has long since passed. I steadied my breathing only to realize something. Zayne. He knows how I died. That's why he resurrected me. It seems our fates were already intertwined long before our first meeting in Niava. What price did he pay? So we were dead once before. Zayne resurrected us. So the power that he's been feeding into us has kept us alive because he resurrected us with that stone that he took. Oh, great. So this myth, I wonder if this is after... Well, Zayne has like a multiverse of myths. It's very interesting. He brought back somebody and made them into a god. I think. I don't think we were originally a god. I think he made us into one. What price did he... The Creatio Stone is precious. When he took it, he must have paid an equivalent price. I could almost see the heavy stone gates slowly open. That familiar figure enters without any hesitation. Zayne, what price did he pay to resurrect me? What did he lose? Yeah, Zayne does have a library of other universes, like other universes and lives that he spent with us specifically. It's crazy. The gray figure's sighs are like the murmurs in one's sleep. A lament sung for those who never return.
Goddess who has been resurrected, if you dare to endure the gaze of each stone gate and withstand the erosion of darkness, I can let you witness it with your own eyes. The past that has long been obliterated.
Okay, so maybe we were a god and he resurrected a god? That's pretty damn badass for the god of annihilation, but holy shit. I'm willing. The weakened golden Ainzu screeches and lunges at me. A sharp feather heads straight for my eyes. The pain is more unbearable than death itself. I dig my nails into my palms and barely manage to keep myself from closing my eyes. While I'm in a daze, that golden Ainzu seemingly carries me through the mist's dark barriers. It soars to those looming, layered stone gates. White bones dance wildly, rivers of blood boil, and thorns leave crisscross bloody marks on a body stripped of power. I see that his figure silently passes through one massive stone gate after another. Hang on, it's a little loud. Turn that down slightly. Only a single golden Ainzu is by his side. Oh, right. He does have the scars. You're right, Water Bear. I forgot. Zayne has, like, a lot of scars, like, actual scars on his arms. Man, what a hell of a tieback. Warm blood splashes onto colorful flowers that the rest on the countless bone fragments beneath his feet. It's quickly absorbed. Countless greedy whispers echo around his ears. They wait for the moment he falls so that they can devour him. Zayne.
You shouldn't have followed me here. My power is about to be consumed by Everlost.
Wait, he's actually here? He's actually there. Oh, shit.
Leave. Before you're also devoured.
Don't go any further. It's as if my spirit possesses the bird by his side. The words I speak transform into shrill bird cries. I'm unable to stop him. Zayne looks at the void. Not far off, a brilliant yet ice-cold lapis lazuli sits on one end of a scale forged in gold. Oh, okay, so this might not be him at the moment. This might be a flashback. This might be actually looking into the past, and we're just kind of embodied in that bird. It weighs the scale down while an empty pan on the other side waits. Ooh.
That's the Creatio Stone.
Scale of truth. Okay. Heart, Kratos thorn against the feather? He steps forward, his slightly trembling fingers reverently caressing it. Yeah, we can caw. Once again, eerie whispers arise. The voices don't belong to a single soul, yet they're seemingly an echo of every spirit between heaven and earth.
The Kratos stone is extraordinarily heavy. Look, that god no longer has any bargaining chips left.
His glory and authority have been stripped away by the Seven Gates, and his divine power was spilled along the path he took to get here.
Give up! Give up already! Let us consume the remains of your flesh and blood!
He genuinely sounds like he's in a lot of pain. His remaining power coalesces in his hand. He places the faint glimmer on the other side of the scale, yet the beam doesn't budge.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Nothing is more precious than the Creatio Stone.
Yeah, they reuse a lot of the voice actors, Poff, for the NPCs especially. In his palm, a mass of fresh blood swirls like crimson mist to become another weight on the scale. The golden beam tilts ever so slightly before returning to its original position. That's enough, Zayne. My words can only become the Enzu's mournful cries. Then his hand... I'm not done reading, game! Then his hand moves to his own heart. Did he just take out his fucking heart? Radiant light illuminates the vast netherworld. When the heaviest object from his body falls upon the pan, the balance tilts.
I shall exchange this for the Creatio Stone. I will give her a new life and a place to rest.
Uh-oh, I might cry. Oh, fuck. The translucent gem falls into Zayne's hands as he struggles to take out another equally brilliant crystal formed from fresh blood. The crystal slowly melts into the warm divine blood and drips onto the gem whose color is like lapis lazuli. A long time passes and the first heartbeat emerges.
Death shall no longer be our destiny this time.
Once again, Zayne is fighting fate to save us. That's 2 out of 5 new myths that took Anna's tear. I didn't cry fully yet. I almost did. I almost did. Alright, guys, we only have 2 more chapters left. I feel like I spent a lifetime in the Ingru Spire. But when I returned to the Divine Tower, the moon hasn't even moved westward. Carefully placing the pendant back, I can't help but gently smooth his slightly furrowed brow. Hang on, I'll turn the game back up again. It's very low. Yeah, fate is very too dexterous. Hang on, I'm moving my desk down again. My leggies, they tired. Okay. Ices. He gave everything he could give to secure a future where I could survive, to construct a world where I could find shelter. Now this world is in danger and I will perish along with it. I'm certain he shall pay another devastating price to save me. He's literally trying everything to save us. Everything. I used to be sad before. It seemed like you didn't care about me and wanted to do everything that could make me angry. But now, Zayne, I regret it. These words aren't spoken aloud. I rest my head over where his heart is. I would prefer it if you never liked me. I'll stop you this time. I will face my fate, Niava's fate, on my own. However, the Ingru Spire didn't exactly tell me what Zayne plans to do. I racked my brain for days and secretly made preparations to the best of my ability. Although I wish Zayne was more straightforward and told me everything, he never gave me the answer I wanted, no matter how I tried to probe indirectly. So when Zayne suddenly invited me to go to the Vastrayan, that day has arrived. A premonition of separation and indescribable melancholy welled up in my heart, but I put on a carefree smile. All right, let's go. Oh, Puff, you are not ready. Having seen it countless times before, the Vastrayan is the same as it always has been. Dust and sand fill the sky, and black mist enshrouds everything. Yet Zayne stands by my side and fights alongside me to eliminate monster after monster. When I asked you before, you said the Vastrayan couldn't be destroyed yet. Is today that time? Flashbang? A monster is destroyed because of Zayne's attack, and he turns to hand me a strangely—
When you fought the monsters here before, they'd always come back, yes?
a strangely shaped crystal. Thank you, game. Fucking hell. Correct, but they're dissipating now.
It's because their protocores have exhausted the last of their energy.
Yeah, the stone with the heart thing is a nod to Egyptian mythology. So Anubis, the god of mummification and embalmment, essentially. Or was that Osiris that weighed that? I don't remember which god exactly it was. I want to say it was possibly Anubis. But it is the scale with the heart versus the feather. They said that if your heart weighed heavier than the feather, you would go to the underworld. And if your heart was lighter than a feather, that meant you didn't have any like sins or weight or bear or anything of that sort, and you would like go to a better place. Anubis wasn't. I don't think he's technically the god of death. I want to say it's similar to like how Hades is not necessarily the god of death. He is just the god that rules over the land of the dead. I want to say Anubis specifically was the god of mummification. I went through a Egypt time in my childhood. It's a little rusty though. Anubis was god of death, but Egypt's weird, so someone else could work the scale. I don't know. Research later. Alright, it's because their protocols have exhausted the last of their energy. My dumbass was about to say Khonshu, but that motherfucker ain't real. I take the crystal from Zayne's hand. He said that protocols are these monsters' hearts. Osiris is the king of the underworld, I believe. Yeah, that I do remember. Even though it looks as brilliant as a gemstone, it brings disaster.
It isn't merely a harbinger of catastrophe. Its true potential lies beyond that. But for now, Niava in its current state cannot utilize its true purpose.
Must I wait for another time? He doesn't answer me again. I take a deep breath and channel the small flame of frustration rising in my heart into my sword, and I slash the next monster. Oh, we're in ads? I didn't get notification that we were in ads. Now the ad break starts? Okay, waiting for ads. I didn't get a notification that it was happening. Okay. I think the most Egypt I have is from DuckTales and the Mummy with Brendan Fraser. You know what? While we're in ads, let me look it up. Let me look it up. I still have the Google search for a U, and now that my page is full of sheep. Who used the scale, heart, and feather Egyptology? It was Anubis. Okay. In the Egyptian judgment of the dead, Anubis weighed the heart of the deceased against the feather of Ma'at, goddess of truth and justice, in the hall of judgment over which Osiris presided. If the heart was heavy with sin, it was devoured by the monster Amet. But if the heart was light, the soul was allowed to enter the afterlife. The god Thoth, god of wisdom and writing, would also record the results. Okay. And then Anubis, specifically, Anubis, the Egyptian jackal-headed god associated with mummification, funerals, and guiding souls to the afterlife. So he's not necessarily, the god of the dead. He's the god of, like, the process to death. So mummification, funerals, guiding them to the afterlife. He's kind of like Charon from Greek mythology, sort of like the river Styx, in a way. Crocodile, I believe, the same difference. Yeah. Protector of graves, the weighing of the heart, mummification, god of the afterlife. He was a significant deity in Egyptian religion, overseeing the transition of the dead to the afterlife. Got it. This country is both and nobody can tell me it's fine. It's fine, yeah. As a kid, I was more into infrastructure than gods, to be honest. Yeah, Amet was the big alligator crocodile guy. Specifically crocodile. Yeah. Amet. A-M-M-T. Amet or Amut is a fearsome composite creature in ancient Egyptian mythology, often called the devourer of the dead or eater of hearts. He kind of almost looks like a dog. He looks a bit like a dog with an alligator head. Crocodile head. Rawr. Alright, ad break should be done. Alright, ad's done. Welcome back, guys. we continue on. We were just doing a little bit of research. If anybody was curious, Anubis is in fact the god of mummification, weighing of the souls, funerals, and the transition from life into death. Hi, Jar. Hi, Raiders. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi. My name's Anna the Witch. I'm your friendly neighborhood walk the witch and potion seller. Welcome to my shop. Hello. Jar, I hope you had a good stream. What were you up to? We are currently going through Zayne's Myth in Love and Deep Space. It's a very narrative sort of driven story thing, so you might get a little bit lost, but we're about to go into the heavy depression part. But thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate it. Get cozy if you want to hang out, or if you gotta go do stuff, go do. I appreciate it. What were you up to, Jar? I hope you had a very good stream, and thank you so much for the raid. I was playing COD, BO6 Zombies. Nice. I hope you had a good time. Hope you had to shoot lots of zombies. Hi, Squirrel. Hi. Hi, guys. Alrighty. Everybody's back from ads. We're going to continue with the story. Raiders, this is a lot of reading. If you like listening to my read, then here you go. The time spent in these fierce battles is fleeting, yet extraordinarily long. The last monster is annihilated. In the blink of an eye, the black mist and thorns vanish. The corrupted land that once brought countless disasters to Niava is seemingly swallowed up by an invisible vortex. I should feel a sense of relief, yet the heavy feeling in my heart hasn't lessened in the slightest. The ground violently shakes, and our surroundings ripple with invisible waves. They grow larger and larger until the first crack appears in the center. What is this?
The Vestrayan has vanished. Perhaps this fissure can be considered a wound left after removing a malignant growth.
He stops before it and turns to look at me. I have a very bad feeling.
Let's go.
Oh. Hi again, Raiders. Hi. Hello, hello. Spooky, scary Silent Hill. I guess I know what you were doing, Alfie. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. My name's Anna the Witch. I'm your friendly neighborhood walkthrough witch and potion seller. Welcome to my shop. We're currently playing some Love and Deep Space, going through some story. Hi, Starlet. Thank you so much for resubbing for 5 months. I appreciate it. More coins for the Mimic. Yes, he eats very well because of you guys. I appreciate it. Hello. Alfie, how is Silent Hill? I don't think I can play Silent Hill. Not by myself, at least. I'm a bit of a pussy. I'm a bit of a chicken shit. But thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Raiders, this is a very narrative heavy game. If you don't mind reading and listening to someone read depressing shit right now, oh, thank you so much for resubbing Violetti. 15 months. I appreciate you so much. It's really cool, but the main character is kind of scary. You know, that's fitting. That is very fitting. But yeah, this is a very narrative-ridden story, so I'm going to be reading a lot, and we're currently in like a pretty getting to the climax of this entire myth. Yeah, if that's your drive, feel free, get comfy, get a drink, relax. If you need to go and get some food or water, stretch, whatever, please do so. I appreciate you guys even coming by. Thank you. There we go. Whoop. No, I wasn't done reading that. The evening breeze stirs up a gentle, harmonious rustle amongst the trees. A stream flows past the undulating rocks and stones. You have points again. Yes, you do have points again. This is the valley where we first met. But it was eroded by the Vestrian centuries ago. It became a desert with yellow sand. Oop. Jar, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. Thank you. That was super sweet. Oh, and Valen gave you 2 extra subs with it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Is this a dream?
No.
Zayne holds my hand as we disturb the babbling water. It's cool, and I can feel every strand of water flowing through my fingers.
I remember you saying you wanted to claim me as your own when you first saw me. And you planned to take me back to the Divine Tower.
You drew your bow and knocked an arrow, and the projectile penetrated the mountain. Ah. Thank you for the resub, Squirrel. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know why my alerts are a little bit slower than my board, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. Thank you so much for resubbing. You drew your bow and knocked an arrow, and the projectile penetrated the mountain. I had never seen someone so powerful and so handsome before. Of course I couldn't let you escape. Looking back now, that day was a first meeting for me. But for Zayne, it was a reunion he waited a long time for. When you saw me back then, what were you thinking?
I thought I was very fortunate. The first person I encountered in this world was you.
Was seeing a beautiful goddess fall from the sky an unforgettable experience?
That beautiful goddess was preoccupied with gawking at me. She then proceeded to slip on a stone and fall. Indeed, it was truly unforgettable.
Man, fuck you! I can't help it if I'm clumsy. As if we were going for an ordinary stroll, he leads me through grove after grove of trees' shadows, and they sway with starlight.
We are in the depths of the Vistrayan.
If we go through here, where will we find ourselves?
Do you want to know?
Move my mic a little bit. Move it just a little up. Thank you. I stop in my tracks and tightly grip his hand. If we reach the end of this world, he might leave me. I want to stay here. I don't want to go anywhere.
Then let's stay. I also don't want to go anywhere.
Oh, my empathy is kicking up. Oh, no. They both desperately, against all odds, against so many lifetimes, just try to get back together again. And just stay together, even though fate keeps tearing them apart. Oh, no, the tears are happening. Fucking hell. My empathy! I'm such a softie. Yeah, fate equals Astra equals motherfucker. Yeah, fuck Astra, man. For people that are not aware and lads, Astra is basically the god of things. He basically was Zayne's boss when he was a prophet. And he said, no, fuck you, Zayne, you can't have people with you. And then Zayne tried to say, no, fuck you, Astra, I'm doing my thing. And he killed him for it. And then, since then, just been a dick. He's been a dick. Mochi, thank you for the gifted sub diffuser. I appreciate it. A sub for a tissue. Thank you. Oh, my glasses are all askew. Fuck. The passage of time becomes insignificant. If we desire to see the sun rise in the sky, daytime descends. If one wished to see the stars, the sky would become a black expanse covered in specks of light. There are mountains and rivers, lakes and streams, green meadows, flowers, plants and trees, and even houses. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. I appreciate it. Yeah. Emotes. Look at that. Some emotes. Enjoy. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate you guys. This place is like a small world created by a nameless deity. It was made for me and Zayne, and we're the only two living beings here. So it's basically a pocket dimension. Zayne and I have never been apart for every moment we've spent in this place. Even a deity in this world unknown to anyone would willingly become an ordinary person driven by love. I'm still trying to use every possible method in our brief time to hold on to Zayne. I attempt to glean any hint or clue from his words. But he continues to look at me with his calm, gentle gaze. He doesn't say anything. Zayne is already, resigned to disappear. This is for you. I place a clay figurine made from river mud in front of Zayne.
So that's why you were digging up mud by the river for several days.
He takes the figurine and examines it carefully.
Is this me?
It resembles you, no? This is the most handsome one among all of the clay figurines I've made.
I thought you would make a pair.
I actually did try to do that, but I kept breaking. Foreshadowing. I remember how you used to heal my wounds. You're more likely to succeed in making a pair compared to me.
Didn't you say I'm not good at creating things?
But you're still constantly trying to fix everything. Whether it's me or Niava. Zayne, this world keeps improving because of the gifts you've given me. It has absorbed the nourishment from those facets of civilization.
You're the one who made it a wonderful place. This world will no longer need Zayne.
But I need you. I need Zayne. Our surroundings are quiet for a moment.
Did our time here make you happy?
Don't talk like that. If it were possible, I'd wish everything was like this for all eternity.
If it were possible, would you be willing to stay here for all of eternity?
I nod. Then I shake my head. We have things we need to do. You're going to leave. Am I mistaken?
Your Niava is akin to a plump seed that has already stored enough nutrients.
Zayne avoids my gaze as a phantasmal seed appears in his palm.
However, now is not the time to plant it.
My eyes are stinging because of tears. Fuck you! Fuck you, game!
In a place that's infinitesimally far from this world, there are errors I must erase.
He closes his palm, and when he opens it again, golden light has gently enveloped the seed.
The proper soil shall only appear when those errors are gone. Only then will this seed break through the soil, sprout, and grow.
Are you talking about yourself like you're an error? Fuck you.
The time you spend in Niava will seemingly last an eternity. You'll be happy.
No. Those distant grand stories leave his lips as if they were a single leaf gently falling. Yet the weight they have in my heart is heavier than the mountains. So that's what you need to do. I sweep away the phantasmal seed. Fuck you, game. I'm not done reading. Ugh. Game devs. I'm actually going to DM my customer service person, but like, stop skipping. You'll protect Niava and me so nothing can get through. And you'll face the dangers and death yourself. Is that it? Why would you think I could accept your sacrifice and devotion with a clear conscience?
I'm sorry. But even if it is selfish, I shall always make the same choice.
He presses down on my hand. As golden light flickers, an object emerges from beneath our overlapping palms. The Destiny Stone? Panic floods my heart. I struggle desperately to break free, but my body won't move. Zayne, if you erase your name from the Destiny Stone, you'll disappear forever and never be able to return to Niava. Familiar golden light pours from between our intertwined fingers, and the power within my body surges. On the black stone tablet surrounded by golden radiance, Zayne's name is being erased bit by bit. You promised to carve your name. You were the one who wanted me to stay by your side forever. He looks at me carefully. His focused gaze makes me feel as if he wants to etch my appearance into his memories before fading away.
From now on, this world no longer needs me.
Anna, we need a crying emote. I do have a crying emote. It's just cry. I rush back to the Divine Tower using the shortest amount of time. Unsurprisingly, the Angry Spire has disappeared with its master. My footsteps echo through the vast hall, yet when I realize I'm the only one in this tower, an enormous emptiness engulfs me. It's like Zayne never existed. It shouldn't be like this. It can't be like this. I catch a glimpse outside, and I stop and look at it in disbelief. Scattered frost and snowfall drift down from the— Fuck you, game! Oh my— I'm getting so mad. Drift down from the sky. You're knocking me out of my mood, game. Stop skipping.
Your Niava doesn't have snow.
It must be Zayne. He's going to protect Niava. I must find him right now. I almost stumble as I run behind the altar and turn the mechanism hidden beneath the floor tiles. In the small room beneath the altar, the golden Anzu that once carried me through Everlost is huddled in the nest I built for it. My apologies. I kept you confined for so long. This is one of the preparations I made in advance. Once Zayne leaves, I will never be able to track him down again. I contemplate my next move. I can only rely on the Angry Spire. The golden Anzu can't exist without the Angry Spire, which means it shall fly to it no matter what. And that's where Zayne is. I cradle the golden Anzu, cut my fingertip, and let my blood drop onto its sharp beak. Take me to Zayne. Uh-oh. Last one, guys. This is where it's gonna beat our hearts in. Golden Anzus are born from Zayne's power regardless of his current location. Every bird can sense his presence. The bird I brought back from the Angru Spire staggers before flapping its wings, and it flies towards the depths of the tower. It seems Zayne is still in the Divine Tower. When my foot touches emptiness, the sensation of weightlessness follows. Oh, fucking doors, man. This animation always fucks me up. It happens a lot in lads before very... oh. Golden Anzus weave and dance before my eyes. The sight doesn't surprise me, but there's no river paved with golden dust this time. The rapid descent doesn't cease. Golden threads from bird's mouth crisscross, interweave, and extend into fragmented images.
My snow won't melt. Promise me you won't cry anymore.
They did not put that line in here! No! How fucking dare you, game? That is so... To explain, that is the last myth. That is his Foreseer myth. And the last thing he says to MC after he fucking dies. When I went through that myth on my own, I was sobbing my eyes out, and he had the gall to say that, and it just made me cry even more. Ugh.
Follow the jasmine's fragrance.
No, that's the fucking... It's literally going through all of his myths. It's going through all of his stories with MC. Oh. Fuck you, game! These scenes without order or casualty spread out before me, piece by piece. They form the faces of me, insane. In the depths of my soul, a corner that has never touched has already loosened.
Now they shall never wilt. To save him from darkness, to be his sanctuary amidst rime and gale. Stay away from me again when dawn greets the world once more.
He's immobilized by black ice crystals. No! Fucking... Dawnbreaker. No, his nightmares. Oh, they're pulling in so many things. I'm smiling through the pain. He's holding an umbrella beside an ancient tree. That's... Black crystals was Dawnbreaker. This is Master of Fate. He's in a field of white flowers. That's the Foreseer. He's in an endless expanse of thorns. That's his current. That's his current. He's under a green aurora. He's in front of a gravestone in a cemetery. That's literally the current story in the story! These fragmented images flash rapidly before my eyes. Each one comes to an abrupt halt, and yet another farewell. The golden Anzus bound to these broken scenes let out shrill cries of sorrow before fading away. My eyes burn, and the tears that scatter are swept away by falling wind. That's me and Zayne. That is our past, or perhaps the future. One end of a golden thread is suddenly placed into my hand. As if being held up by a pair of gentle hands, I slowly stop falling. Meanwhile, the golden Anzu that had brought me here spreads its wings and flies towards the depths of pure white. Tightly grasping the gold... I'm trying to adjust my mic and it went down. Okay. Tightly grasping the golden thread in my hand, a brilliant magic circle slowly materializes in my periphery. He's waiting for me there. If everything I've seen consists of memories of what has happened and what is yet to happen between us, even if every encounter between Zayne and me is destined to be incomplete, I will always go to Zayne. Oh no, is this the map? Okay. That background is not... My gaze, overwhelmed by light, slowly recovers, yet I feel like a suspended wisp in this overly bright white room. Zayne is standing in front of more than 10 tablets, made of materials I've never seen before. Images I don't understand flicker across them. He's here, but he can't see me.
Aingru, perform another calculation.
I have received the command. Conducting calculation attempt number 271,828.
They did say there was a pod with a god. Oh, we're talking like current MC right now. Oh, no, no, no. It's not a simulation. No, no, no. The images on the tablets change rapidly in silence. Countless calculations flow across them. We did also have space sleeps.
0905 has been successfully calculated.
Beginning simulation of Route Z0905 solution.
Wait, you're trying to find a route where we don't have a bad end? And you're simulating routes.
The simulation has failed. Based on historical data and model parameters, no successful pathway exists.
Yeah, I mean, in the current, like, modern everything with MC, MC is basically, like, a form of creation and end in one body. That's the easiest way that I could probably explain to it. MC is in, like, the cosmos, the Big Bang Theory. That's basically their embodiment. They are like a bomb waiting to go off, and a supernova, basically. And right now, Zayne is trying to figure out a route together that doesn't end like this. That doesn't end bad.
The optimal solution is the predetermined plan you have previously inputted. No evacuation of life forms is necessary. The 271,828th calculation has been completed. All pathways converge on the same result. The margin of error is 0.00000000001%. Should I flag the fatal flaws in this pathway?
That won't be necessary.
He lowers his gaze. His fingers trace those cold images before falling to his side in silence. In all the time we've spent together, I've never seen Zayne reveal a complex, indescribable expression. My heart feels as though it's being squeezed by an invisible hand. Zayne. What? You're allowed to hide everything from me? But I'm not allowed to catch you off guard for once? Zayne, you're a... Before I can release the rest of my frustration, I'm pulled into an embrace.
You shouldn't have come here.
Why should I listen to you? I want to counter with the fiercest tone I can muster, but the uncontrollable hitch in my voice makes my words sound unconvincing. Stroking his back, I feel Zayne's warmth. It's real and tangible. Time passes. As for the amount, I don't know. Before those images vanish, a bell-like sound rings out. We slowly return to our senses and gradually let go of each other as if we woke up from a dream. Neither of us speaks for some time. Then my frustration gets the better of me, and I can't help but give him a good poke. I told you that mouths are for explaining. I asked you so many times and gave you so many chances. I didn't give you permission to leave me.
It was wrong of me to keep secrets from you. However, separation is already the best outcome for us.
Says who? I hate separation the most. Nothing about it is good. I grab Zayne's hand tightly to prevent him from trying to abandon me again. Niava is the world I'm meant to protect. No matter what happens, I should be the one standing on the front lines. Even if the only possible ending is destruction, I refuse to let you face it alone.
All right. Then stay here with me.
I breathe a sigh of relief and take in the strange... fuck! No! I am so tempted right now to email my customer service agent and be like, hey, yo, fuck the autoplay things. They keep happening. I'm getting very annoyed. I breathe a sigh of relief and take in the strange, mysterious scenery around us. Are these the errors you mentioned? The ones that need to be erased?
It's not just these.
Zayne traces the faint pattern in the air. 2 circles, each a different color, yet partially overlapping, immediately appear.
This world exists separately from Niava, but both coexist within the same universe. The fate of destruction has already descended here. It won't be long until it has no connection to Niava.
Trying to think and make my brain... He cuts through the boundary connecting 2 circles. The black circle gradually disappears without a trace. Only the golden circle is left behind.
Thus, the last connection between Niava and this world will be severed like that.
If it disappears, then Niava won't be destroyed?
Something to that effect. As for where we are at the moment, you may think of this place as my divine tower.
You're not just a god in Niava. You're also a god here. The ground beneath our feet shakes without warning. Sounds akin to rumbling from underground echo from the outside of the room.
Be careful.
When Zayne pulls me to his side, the shaking stops. Is your divine tower collapsing?
Yes. This place is already in ruins. It could collapse at any moment from those kinds of tremors.
In the pause between flickering lights, Zayne pulls an inconspicuous... Fuck you, game! In the pause between flickering lights, Zayne pulls open an inconspicuous door in the wall and leads me through. We hurry out the pure white room as the sounds of debris and cracking echo behind us. Before us stretches a long, dark corridor where wind rustles through fissures in the walls. Its mournful reverberation resounds.
We're heading to the top floor. We need to disrupt the magical array there. Only by completing the separation of the 2 worlds can the Angru Spire reconnect with Niava.
You'll accompany me, yes? He takes my hand and begins walking through the dim corridor. Along both sides of the passageway, there are flickering lights that barely illuminate our surroundings. Everything is dilapidated and decayed, as if it had suffered through chaos or an instance of ransacking in the past. I don't know what my foot touched, but the wall in front of me suddenly flashes with scenes I've never seen before.
My lord, why do you no longer show us mercy?
You have already seen us in the ruins. If even you have abandoned us, then is there anything left for us to believe in?
Are we not devout enough? Have you decided to stop answering our prayers?
Are those the people of Niava?
Save me, my lord. I don't want to die like this.
Or somewhere else? The sounds from the images on the wall reverberate against my eardrums. Shocked, I grab Zayne and stop in my tracks. And all those angry, desperate, anguished faces turn toward the same person. Zayne, They
once claimed this world as their own.
There are more secrets hidden behind the straightforward words, and the fragmented light casts shadows across Zayne's profile.
Do you want to continue listening to this story?
It might be a tale that will tell me what I've always wanted to know. Everything about him. If it's about you, I want to hear it.
All right.
Each display cycles through different images repeatedly. The nearest one shifts. Countless transparent tubes are arranged in neat rows throughout a massive room. All of them have symbols I can't understand.
In this world, humans had no names, only numbers.
Numbers?
Those individuals pursued maximum efficiency and discarded everything they deemed useless or detrimental to their world's progress. They worshipped the principles that would make this place perfect.
The principles? You taught me. Are these similar to water management, land reclamation, calendars, and mathematics you taught me back in Niava?
Those who mastered the most fundamental and profound principles were called gods. In that regard, it's very much like your Niava.
It could be Philos. It could be. This feels like this is the world that is like a mirror image of Niava, where everything's technological and advanced. Where Niava is like the opposite, where it's more agricultural and not as advanced. So we have like two sides of the same coin, in a way.
So, the gods used their principles to bring their world longer lifespans and endless happiness.
Oh yeah, that's Philos. That's Philos. In the next image, healthy children grow up and they gravely ill recover quickly. People took much longer to reach old age and die.
Time passed, and in the eyes of humans, gods were omnipotent beings who granted every request. So eventually, they demanded eternal life.
I remember the day Zayne taught me those medical principles and the small plant that had died in his hands. The gods didn't respond to their request. In other words, what they wanted was something this world couldn't support yet.
Wishes went unfulfilled. Only shattered hopes and disasters arrived. To humanity, the gods became bringers of obliteration.
Is that why Zayne's called the god of annihilation?
We can't stay here any longer. We need to go, now.
He takes my hand again, but he holds it tighter this time. To the corridor. I watch as the thin tubes in the display disappear. They're replaced by images of crystal stones, one after another. There, humans who ignored the warnings cheer for those beautiful crystals. The images on the corridor's walls continue to shift, humans pursuing principles that exceeded the world's capacity to sustain it. But it only accelerated the world's race towards irreversible destruction with greater clarity and speed. Natural disasters and human calamities played out in the endless succession. With nowhere left to turn, people remembered the gods of yore. They gathered to angrily accuse those deities, mournfully pray to them, and humbly beg for mercy. Yeah, this is Philos. Like, mourning for deity and gods and all that stuff. That's like Xavier's newest myth. The one that's like all of Dark Souls kind of vibes. This is Philos. Day after day, the facility was surrounded by humans desperately hoping for salvation. When the blizzard arrived, they finally realized they could no longer receive divine protection. They turned and left, their footsteps disappearing into the apocalyptic snow that had never stopped falling since it began. Then, my face flashes briefly across the display. Even though I learned about this past fate in Everlost, seeing my face there still leaves me feeling disorientated. I don't stop to ask Zayne about it. My past death must certainly be a memory, that Zayne never wants to revisit. Let it remain buried in this tomb. Yeah, that myth was very cool. Reaching the end of the corridor, it feels as though I've finished reading the entire lifetime of this world. The door leading to the building's top floor is right in front of us. Push. We're getting very close to the final, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. It's going to be very sad. If this place was once the seat of a world's glory, then it's nothing more than a cliff overlooking ruins now. Heavy snowfall and freezing winds bite into my skin, and I finally see the scenery outside. Jagged, damaged black ruins jut out from the ground like desperate, struggling arms. They pierce the frost and snow that blankets the earth. The world is frozen in deathly silence, and the setting sun futilely bathes everything in warm hues. Is this what happens to a world that has strayed from the natural order?
Yes. The scenery here was once beautiful as well.
You know what I can do? Not to break the mood for a second, but it literally just popped into my head. 1 second. There we go. Just a match. I'm matching the scene. Yes, the scenery was beautiful here as well. But it's an inevitable outcome. When people choose to utilize truths that surpass the natural order, the outcome was already predetermined. Regardless of whether it's protection or destruction, setting aside these meanings imposed upon oneself. Even gods are doing what they should be done within laws and the natural order. The trembling beneath my feet continues, but in the blink of an eye, I seemingly return with Zayne to the Divine Tower. In the place we protected, the waters of 2 rivers nourish Niava's endless vitality. When the enormous sun gently sinks towards the horizon, the dry evening wind carries the sweet fragrance of dates and songs from the city's gates.
I calculated every possible outcome, but it has already strayed too far down the path of an erroneous natural order.
His calm voice pulls me back to reality.
I don't have any regrets. However, within this incorrect order exists a single variable.
What is it? What is... Accompanied by violent trembling beneath my feet, a massive magical array, unlike anything I've before seen manifest.
This is the final connection point between Niava and this world.
The tower? A massive golden Anzu struggles out from the strange magical array, and black crystals cover its body. It's not a golden Anzu. It's a monster similar to the one from the river source.
Watch out!
A massive longbow materializes in Zayne's hands, and I raise my hand to summon my weapon as well. As soon as he draws the bowstring, my black sword transforms into his arrow.
Imperfect order does...
I'm not done reading, game! Golden light cuts through the air as it rushes towards the monster.
that need to be corrected. True redemption lies in utter obliteration.
After the giant bird-like creature falls, black energy fragments drift down, reminiscent of Calamity's ashes burying an old world. The tremors and rumbling from the world below grow stronger. They transform into ripples that destroy the facility. Zayne, over?
Yes.
The pungent scent of blood fills my nostrils as Zayne Bloodstained's fingers fucking... Bloodstained figure appears. The anger spire activates in his hands as a familiar golden magic circle projects beneath our feet.
Go. This is your last chance to leave.
You're telling me to go back to Niava alone? Zayne, you liar. You never planned to leave me with me from the start.
You are correct about one thing. I only know how to bring about ruin. So I truly am unskilled at creation. The severance is complete. This world will no longer corrupt Niava, and it won't drag it down into the abyss. After this, your Niava can peacefully wait in the universe. It shall wait for when it's ready to break through the soil and flourish.
In this moment, I think I finally understand. Zayne, I'm the variable you mentioned. Yes?
To be more precise, it is my selfish desire.
If gods have selfish desires, then he must want his beloved to live. Here it comes. Oh, sorry. Oh, he's bleeding. Heal.
My power has been nearly depleted.
Embrace him.
Fortunately, yes, we still have time to watch this sunset.
So that's how this world's final sunset looks.
It's very beautiful. I should send you away from here now.
No.
Give me your hand.
Oh. Even if it costs me everything, I shall be the one to protect you this time. You've already given me so much more. One sec. Get it. Our destinies will intertwine countless times more. I wish our next encounter could find its perfect fulfillment. Will it ever come true, Zayne?
Your wish will come true. Don't leave me. Before the snow stops, I'll wait for our reunion.
Ow. That... Oh my god, his voice hurt. That... Oh, props to the voice actor. He did a very good job. Oh, fuck me. As the last ray of sunlight passes over the frozen twin rivers, no one witnesses the peeling of a dark blue glaze in time's winds or the crumbling of clay tablets that recorded a glorious past. No longer do devout worshippers chant the goddess's mighty name and glory, nor does anyone listen to the loving words the deity whispered into the hidden corners of the universe. Pure white swirls down from above to blanket every sound and breath of life in the world. What was once the goddess has fallen into a silence more enduring than death itself. Within the quiet and cold, she waits for the next reunion with her beloved. At the end of the tower's long staircase, the Angru spire erupts with brilliant radiance, and that light instantly devours the goddess's dwelling. The divine tower collapses and shall become one with the countless golden threads within the Angru spire. The lonely deity will also step into eternity and become a silent watcher once more. Before the blinding white light fills his gaze, he turns and glances upon this world. The golden Anzu spreads its wings, its brilliant golden feathers transforming in the wind and snow, and they become as translucent as ice. The library. It's an ordinary morning. Groggy the administrator yawns, rubs his eyes, and pulls open the library's weathered book doors from inside. Cold wind seeps through the gaps. Caught off guard, he shivers.
It's cold.
Fixing his collar, the administrator quickly flips the close sign over.
Why is this here?
He picks up the old book that somehow fell to the ground, dusts off the cover, and places it back on the shelf. The sound of footsteps fades away, and silence returns to the library. Faint morning light shines upon the window frame and touches the organized bookshelves. On a book's spine, a snowflake silently melts. Ugh. fuck. That library at the end was in Forseer's myth. That basically holds books of every lifetime and like universe and story that that MC and Zayne has been with. Hold your thoughts, it's ad jail time. Fuck it. I can't skip the ads. God. Ugh. Fuck you. We've got to find you less depressing games to play. Guys, this isn't even Silas's new myth. Spoiler alert. When that happens, you're not going to hear from me for like a week. I'm gonna be destroyed. I'm just gonna be done. I'm turning off the snow. It's no longer snowing. Guess what he's next, chat? Oh, I'm so fucked. Oh. No, Silas's myth was already depressing as hell, you guys. Like, oh, hang on. We normally get something from there. What is this? What is this item? Corner of Infinity. Pass by in countless worlds to reunite in this small realm. It's that little pocket dimension. It's... Silas's myth already destroyed me. Fucking ads. Man. I hate ads. I fucking hate ads. I would have snoozed it if I had the chance to. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, Twitch. As long as his MC is 2% less sassy, I'm down. So, Silas's MC has always been sassy. That's just their dynamic. So I'm not anticipating that. I would like an MC that knows what consent is like. That's personally what I'm thinking. Oh my god. Fucking hell, Zayne. Oh, these myths are so depressing. Hang on, I'll show y'all what, because you don't really see much of what MC looks like in that outfit. So that's me with my actual like hair. So let me make it just myself. So this is the outfit, and styling wise, let me get the actual like hair, which is, was it this one? Yes, it's this one. Okay. So this is what Zayne's MC in that myth looks like. Like, hang on, I'll just turn her around so you've got good lighting everywhere. The outfits in this game are absolutely amazing, just saying. But like, they are heavily detailed. And like, look at that freaking everything. Like, the thing I love the most, ironically, were the boots. Because like, hang on, let me wind. There we go. Look at those boots. I want those boots. Those boots look fucking cool. Your bangs cover up the head things. Yeah, there is decals. But yeah, the MC keeps her face in all the outlines, but the hair changes, the outfit changes, all that stuff. But yeah. I'm gonna be fucking destroyed when Zayne's myth comes out. Not Zayne's, when Silas's myth comes out. Fuck. Cause, hang on. I'll just show you the others. So this was Xavier's. Was it this hair? Yeah. No, that's... Is it this hair? No. Is it? Yes? No? Oh, no, it is. It is. For this particular hair. This was Xavier's. It's technically the alt version of the outfit. But, like, Game went ham with details. A reminder, this is the same company that owns and makes Infinity Nikki. So they stepped up their outfit game. And then here it is. This is Silas's. I'm a little annoyed because you can't get the headdress without the hair, unfortunately. I want the headdress normally. This was Silas's. Also comes with a dragon tail, because, you know, dragon myth and all that stuff. But yeah. Like, the myth outfits go so fucking hard. Ignore the decals. It's not supposed to be there, but it is. It's so crazy. Yeah, free tail. Free tail. I am scared and excited for Silas's new myth and everything. I'm scared and excited. I am going to be destroyed emotionally by this. I'm gonna be so emotionally destroyed by this motherfucker. You specifically. This bastard.
I'm not too busy right now. Tell me, what's bothering you? We can figure it out together.
Because you know what's gonna fucking happen? Because what's been happening in all these myths that have not happened before, all three of the myths, the new myths that have come out, have involved MC dying and you seeing how these guys react. And Silas has never cried. He's never really shown much emotion besides like slightly disgruntled anger. I've never seen him angry. I've never seen him sad.
You can tell me anything.
I've never seen him act like that before. So if I see this motherfucker cry, if I see him cry and get so mad that he's going to destroy the world, I'm going to die. In the game. And in real life. In the game. Not... I'm gonna be inconsolable. So... strap in when that happens. Ugh. Fuck. If you die, can I have your stuff? You're already getting the sitting Silas statue, Mochi. Don't do that. He's gonna hold your hand at the end of the world. I doubt it, man. I don't know what to expect anymore. Ugh. But yeah, if you're dead, I can just get the rest of it. If you're dead, just saying, fuck you, Mochi. I'm gonna put words in my house. You ain't getting shit. Ugh.
At the fashion show.
Silas, shut up for a second. God damn it. Oh. I'm gonna perish. I'm gonna actually just perish. They're gonna make Silas cry. Devs are evil. I don't know. I've never seen him vulnerable like this. I've never seen him vulnerable like that. That's what is gonna break me. The man that is always super confident is never upset. Even in his actual myth, you never see him upset. He's confident and sure the entire time. When this motherfucker is dying on the ground, he kisses you on the forehead and then just turns into dust. I don't know if I'm ready to see what happens when the one thing he cares about the most is ripped out of his hands. I want to see it, but at the same time, I don't. I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, I'm too emotionally attached. I'm too emotionally attached. Hang on. Hang on. I want your hand. Come here.
How clingy?
Yes, I'm fucking clingy. Shut up.
Or perhaps I need you. You're hot. The air in here is almost on fire.
Do you think Silas remembers all of his lifetimes? I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't even know technically what lifetime he... I don't know. I don't know if he remembers if he's a dragon in this one. Because fucking hell, he knows he's some kind of fiend. He fucking ate the dude in the myth, in the story, in the mainline story. Fucking hell, I am just a fucking mess. A lot of ways a stoic character like that can go when losing everything. I don't know. I feel like Silas would be the type that if MC dies, I feel like he would honestly destroy the world. Thank you for the hydrate emoji. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I feel like he would destroy the world. That is basically what this man does.
Odd, the oranges disappeared
Like,
from the
there's these things in here called antidotes. Silas only has one. But this entire story essentially goes on to tell about Silas going through space, because he's not from here. He's not from Earth. He's like Xavier. He came from space. That's why sometimes I say, well, that's why it's called deep space. This man ain't from here. But this antidote of his basically goes into how he's like, the easiest way I can describe it is a pirate, but he's not like an ARG pirate. As in, he goes to this world that has been oppressing its people, has been stealing, has been pillaging, has been basically like the ruler of this planet, and like a whole bunch of council fuck-ass like elitist people have been sitting there and letting people like rot. And Silas literally goes in and brutally destroys them, all to get an ether core, all to find traces to guide him to the planet we're on currently, Earth, I guess. Fuck if I know anymore what planet we're on anymore. To find MC. Specifically that. He destroyed basically an entire planet, brutally tortured a person. And I'm not easing it up. He actually really tortured these people. It's like, he will destroy worlds to get to MC. He's very morally gray. That's why I like him so much. Oh. What I found out why I like him, because he will destroy the world. He's your Kylo Ren! Get fucked, Saranya. You're not wrong. Oh my god. Yeah, so when his new myth comes out, I'm gonna be fucked. I am theorizing that because in the main story it talks about how he and MC were like basically in like a Hunger Games-esque sort of gladiator ring where two kids essentially were fighting to the death and then teamed up together. I feel like the myth might lead to that. So Silas Gladiator, and also with long hair? I am gonna perish. I feel like I might not be able to watch the trailer for that, because I feel like I'm going to want to avoid the spoiler how it ends. So I'm fully 100% blind to it. Oh my god. I think it's gonna take place in like a Roman Empire kind of thing. I would not mind that. A Greek Roman Empire. The N109 zone has a bunch of Greek mythology in there. Literally Tartarus. He escaped from a prison called Tartarus. The N109 zone had a whole thing. There was literally a character called Charon. There's way too much Greek mythology for that. Can we get a high ponytail, Silas? Oh. If he had a ponytail, I would yank that shit so... Oh, hi, Mephi. Hey, it's Mephisto. There's the body. I have a Mephisto. It's Poe. He can't do that, though. He can't make a screen. He's not a robot. He's not a robot like Mephisto. Give me ponytail, Silas, now. So half naked with cloth and a sword? Maybe. Listen, I'm no better than a man. I'm no better than a man. I will equal opportunity ogler. I am no better. All right. Well, it is a little after 10 o'clock. I do need to eventually calm down and get off the adrenaline rush of streaming so I can eventually sleep. So I think I will call it for this. So let's go back over to here. I'll turn phone audio off. Get VTS Pog up. Turn the game off. Turn off Glidex and get the music going again. Yeah. Whoo-wee. That was something. That was something, wasn't it? Oh my god. So comfy, so deep space. Comfy depression, deep space. I feel better after doing that. I feel like today was much better than how Saturday had gone, so I'm very happy with that. So I do feel... I won't lie, guys. I was temporarily considering not streaming lads, and then, of course, everybody was yelling, no, stream what you want. So I was like, okay. I just wanted to see how it went today. I feel better about it now. I feel a little bit more justified, because now y'all see it's not just gooning. There's so much plot and so much pain. Okay. So, I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Thursday yet. I don't remember if I made plans yet. However, I am not closing this week, and I am not working Saturday. So, theoretically, I should have something to do on Thursday. Should also have something to do Saturday in the afternoon. I believe that Sunday I am doing D&D with Deer off stream. So, I don't know if I will be doing anything on Sunday. I am free. Please abduct me. I gotta figure out. I've been hanging out with a lot of people lately, i.e. Deer and Sarnia. I kind of want to try to do single player things on my own stream for a moment. I don't know. I will figure out something. Anyway, I just looked at Twitter. I just saw Mochi respond with a picture of SpongeBob with a Riz face, and I don't know how I feel about that. Ew, gross. Anyway. I don't know what I'm doing on Thursday yet. I will let y'all know when I figure that out. And I will probably figure that out literally the day of. So, but as always, if you guys want to find when I am streaming next, easiest way to do that now is to join the Discord. It is literally !Discord. It is the PEG Discord. It is a Discord that me, Deer, and Saran all share, where you guys can sign up for roles for any of us, get notified when we go streaming, just yap. It's fun. A lot of cool people. We just figured we'd join it all together because literally the community that we all interact with tends to overlap a lot. So, one place for PEG. So if you want to get pegged, join the PEG Discord. Maybe not the best advertisement. Otherwise, I do always try to post on Blue Sky and my Twitter in the mornings when I am even considering streaming, so you guys have advanced notice, because I do tend to do guerrilla streamings because the vibe needs to be there, and sometimes my work schedule just gets funky. So easiest way, Discord, otherwise Twitter, Blue Sky. Ooh, Andrea is streaming. I can raid my future sister. All right, guys, get your read message on. We're gonna send you over to some more crows, because Andrea, if you guys were not aware, has debuted their new model, and it is absolutely beautiful, and she's just a really cool person. Enjoy her. You might recognize her from another lifetime that you know she's not from. Wink. So, be nice to Andrea, or I will destroy you. I'm not kidding. Alright, so raid. Andrea. There's no T. Andrea, there's. Just making sure I spelled it correctly. Yes! Have a good rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys very, very much. I will see you on Thursday evening for something. Have a great night. All right. Bye. Bye bye.